Countdown, special effect going.
Down.
Just cheap.
Well, I don't know. Nothing's cheaper than using a drone strike, I reckon.
Oh, especially,
How cheap can you get?
on a
Send in children.
A high value target side.
Yeah.
Getting it right in there.
Yeah, it's the ROI is just
the art of getting it right in there.
right.
Got to get right in there.
That's it.
What you can't afford is survivors.
You can't have people telling their own version of the story.
Not in any way, shape, or.
No, that's not acceptable. How can you control the narrative? I happen to because things have been a bit stupid actually in the world in the last.
Well, there is no control of the narrative. She got control of it.
Yeah, Australia's a little disappointed. Or the funniest thing. So I just read this. So
yeah,
because I was just curious on a little sense. Just
we've had a week of
actually
some pretty crazy.
I've actually encountered the news, man, in the last week. Even believe it or not, even I seen the news, which says that's significant. So I thought the funniest, and when I was looking, just before the stream, I was looking up for a little bit more information on something, and I didn't really find any new information, of course, because that would, new information is expensive. You really want to keep trotting out the old information as long as you can, just with the slightest updates for maximum cheap value. And fear porn so the Australian somebody or other, some kind of like commissioner of some shit, safety or
hurt feelings. Department of Hurt Feelings.
Department of Hurt Feelings said, said to Elon Musk, said to not to him actually, to X, was like, you got to take down anything that talks about like the, Sydney being a stabby land, in particular the church stabbies. And then while we respect like the Australian law within the Australian borders, censoring the global population about what they're allowed to see and not see seems inappropriate to us at X.
Well, we need to control the narrative.
Yeah, but this was
ultimately
that
important.
Wasn't the bit. The best bit came directly after that. The next thing, which was the response from the Australian Commissioner, or whatever the fuck, of Hurt Feelings, says, "Yeah, I mean, would come from nothing to expect nothing less than a service like X, peddling. Peddling fear. Peddling fear and stuff to our people.
Oh,
like using.
Okay.
Because
people don't know how to make their own
decision
on whether or not it's hurt their PPs. They need someone to tell them what they're how to interpret their own fifis.
And I just thought it was interesting saying that X in particular was like the purveyor of like fear porn news, as opposed to other services which are like, probably the commissioner sucking the penis of like, a Murdoch, and bit of fear porn goes on there. But I mean, maybe the Murdoch penis is very good. I suspect. It's very rewarding.
Whether it's the old or it's the new one,
Well, yes.
The old one, I wouldn't imagine the penis would be doing much at all, but the new one maybe might be doing something.
Swaggering around? You think that the new penis has got a swag?
Oh, just trying to get a point of reference for the article that you sent me about the whole, the helping of the, getting the erection, on time, and the timing, and having to have the special injections, and then
That was fucking.
the
I mean, even
injections
those
don't
two
work
porn.
no more. So you go and spend 70 grand getting a special
Yeah.
pump put in, which
So
taps
you can
into
keep it
your
going.
femoral artery and helps blow it up, and then you got to squish it to make it go down again.
Yeah, that when she was talking about the blood, I was like, that's not what it is. Like that would actually blood
Yeah.
forced into a cavity and sat
Yeah.
there for an hour. It wouldn't. It's actually a saline pump inside.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Because
besides that,
you'd think that blood itself would be like, that'd be deadly blood. You're
they're both like,
introducing it back into the system again. It'd be like, holy snapping duck
dies
shit.
immediately.
Keels over from necrosis, blood
Yeah.
necrosis.
Yep. Yeah, my critical thinking tools in my brain were just like, no. That's no.
Had to put that under
But
microscope for a moment there.
what
No,
surprised me, I
no,
mean, I don't know if
ridiculous.
you've seen have you seen Holly Randall Unfiltered before?
No. It was
No, she's pretty
quite
good. She's
interesting.
not
It
following.
was their use of language
Porn
and
director.
yeah.
She's a porn director, mostly does GG.
Yeah. That's what she mentioned that a few times.
Oh, she does mention it there. Yeah. But and interviews always really interesting. And anyway, I was like a bit pissed off because I don't watch it very frequently, but I used to watch a bit more. And I was like, what's with all the fucking censorship of like basic words? And anyway, I read what, because I'd seen it, like it posted a few other things from it. So I watched another one. It was the same. I was like, what's this all about? It used to not be like this. I read in the comments and it was like, oh yeah, no, because you said, I remember you saying it was like, you can't say swear words for like the first minute or the first.
But it has to be I think it's about 10, 15, 20 minutes on YouTube. I'm not sure what it is in.
Well, it would have to be if you've got a 2 minute stream, 2 minute video can't require 10 minutes if not. So
no,
I think there must be like some scaling percentage of the video. So anyway, the reason why they're doing it is
and perhaps even frequency. The amount of times you use it. I mean, if it's used in context, then you'd understand.
What really surprised me was like in all of that was like one was like, wow, what was the name of it? They were using some kind of injection. I didn't quite get the word, like cram.
Yeah. The particular, it'd be like some sort of stimulant.
Yeah,
and what injected. Yeah, and after a while it would just stop being effective because you know.
And then your dick's fucked. You can't go.
Yeah, well, the only option is the inflato toy. Press your balls, up it goes.
Here's the thing, though.
And it's funny how the girl was talking about the whole pressing it to alleviate so that it wasn't as big, like to.
I know.
Make it
like a bit, controlling the dudes.
Squeezing it because she knew how to work it and make it a little bit small. Oh, that's hurting. Hang on. Take it down a couple of notches. Robo dick. Take the robo, because she called it robo dick. It's quite funny.
The robo dick, yeah.
Yeah, robo dick.
What wasn't funny? I mean, not in a. Hang on, I'm just gonna make sure I don't have like sound doing something.
No, you're coming through fine on me. Fine.
Yeah, no. I just realized I didn't have the stream up.
Okay.
Because if I'm on the page before you've loaded it, then it doesn't. Anyway, but what about like? And this blew my mind. Very briefly. I mean, they didn't look real happy about any of it either. They felt really sad. It was interesting how they put their perception of like the male performer.
Yeah.
Like, and they felt sad for the male performers. Well, like, this was such an interesting.
It's the whole having the
And she was like, "Yeah, if he can't get his dick up, I don't want people standing around for 20 minutes while he gets his dick up."
Exactly, and also well, as a director, that's what you like. Every minute counts. Why would we be waiting around for 20 minutes when we can? This guy over here, he's just pressed his balls and bang, he's ready to go.
Yeah.
He's done the injection and bang, he's ready to go.
The thing that was insightful in there too, which was how much a male porn star earned. Like, there was sort of like a good one. Was like 50 to 70 grand a year.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I earn.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I'd rather earn my 70 grand my way, doing the. I mean, it's.
like the joke about, oh yeah,
I
being a
have
porn star.
I have a little bit more
Oh.
dignity when it comes to, yeah. What do you do for a living? Well, milking turtles.
Well, if you said you're a porn star, people would think that you were it was like you were a bit of a hero. But then you
Well,
hear that, and it's just
perhaps,
like
but
you're a bit of
yeah,
a fucking zero. You're nearly pushing trolleys, man.
well, it's when you pull back the curtain on any kind of subject, you start to flesh it out, and you're like, ooh,
Oof.
ooh,
And they're just on the line, hey, on the line so much,
mm,
so and feeling like there can be nothing else that they then have to spend 70 grand on something, so they have no dick left, so they can have a fucking robo dick, so they won't get kicked out of the freaking, and they'll keep earning $300.
keep earning
300 grand, depending
smackers,
on if they're successful. Shit, man, I make $300. Gonna like hang up, like, oh, wow. Anyway, I just
yeah.
Man, $20 is
Well,
$20.
look,
That's
it
the
is
industry. Like,
$20.
who's making the
Okay.
money? Well, I'm rhetorically, but let's go with it. Like, who's fucking making the money? Because clearly, it's not the porn stars.
No. Well, it'd be the
What do you think about how many
distributors
of them
and
are
the
even on?
ones who are getting paid for the ad rev people in it.
It's like, I would, you'd be surprised. I wouldn't think there'd be more like in the proper porn industry, like not like, I don't know, OnlyFans and everything else, but like the branded, Fap House and whatever else. The different networks, Adult Network, and
Oh yeah.
there's probably like 3 or 4 networks. They're all probably consolidated. Like, how many people would they be employing? Like, they're shooting a couple of hundred scenes a week, maybe. So maybe there's like a couple thousand people employed.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple, maybe not even. Maybe not even a couple
And
thousand porn.
you got to remember, a lot of them
Everyone's
have their own. Like they don't. They do the OnlyFans to pull into come to the private website and sign up for the
How many
special
men get to
package
do that though?
Hmm?
How many like?
I don't know. But
Harry Piper might be able to do it, but I mean, seriously, or like whoever, like,
well, there was only that
Flowers,
recent thing, with the OF girl, Paulie putting it into one
the
of
millions.
her, she's getting millions, but she finds out this other younger chick's getting more from the same guy that is her sponsor.
Oh.
And
Oh,
paying,
really?
yeah, twice what she was getting, so she's giving him a slap and directly in a live stream, and then he ended up suing her. She got done for assault because she live
slaps him.
Yeah, in
She
the middle of a live stream and just fully slaps him in the face. And then she tries to punch him a few times, like just jerk punch.
So her sponsor was in
the car, like right next to him,
Oh.
and then she finds out that this other chick is getting more money than she is, and then fully just
that's
whack.
theater.
Yeah, I know it is, man.
That's
It's
fucking
pure.
theater, man.
It's
That's
pure.
like,
It's pure to get the hits and come to the side, isn't it?
yeah, totally.
Yeah.
He knew he was going to get slapped, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet. Yeah. Staged.
And then, and
Staged
the whole suing will be all part of it.
Bad pub. Even bad pub's
They've
good pub, isn't it?
figured out the thing that what Hollywood is. Oh, I watched, like, one of my clients, I watched the trippiest show. Fuck, it was weird this week. It's called Wives of Beverly Hills or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Everybody shake their Xanax bottles.
Oh my god, what a bleak situation that was. That was some really crazy ass shit, man. Like,
I know.
I thought these women were like, but the thing was, like, and this bitch, she's like written this thing about me in the newspaper, and I'm like, this is a TV show about people in TV shows. Like, it's so many fucking inception layers going on here. I was like, this is a script.
It is.
You're not getting enough things, so Vanderpump, like, oh my god, and these women like to go and have a cup of tea with each other, but what they look like.
Oh, and what they put on, like what's Trow done before the experience.
It's insanity level. Well, and there's moments. It's an interesting show because it was like in this. Like I'm not going to try and give it credit. However, I will say that they were one of the stars that the women like had like a smashed. The back of her iPhone was broken.
Right.
Like it was cracked. Or like she was in one. They're there without makeup at times. Not all of them, but some of them in the show. The episode I saw was like out, not in makeup. And I'd hang out with the girl that was not in makeup. She looked like a real person. She looked like a human being. Like, it looked like someone. This other when
Yeah.
she put, they didn't actually look like the same people. Like it was like I got confused at times who was who, because depending on like if they were made up or not, and then you're just like, oh, who, what, and how's who, where, how have they, where'd that hair come from?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. What I thought they had. Isn't this the same day?
Like, just changing hair. Yeah, most of them are just probably bald from doing too much treatment to their hair, so they just got half a dozen wigs. Just gonna put it on a different wig.
And like if you go out to, well, not you, like say, if like back to the porn star, like say a porn star or whatever was on set or something, and they had the thing, or maybe not a porn star, but on theater show or something like that, you'd wear like if you had like max bosoms and something slim, you'd tape them to your breasts, like you do various theater things.
Yeah.
These people were doing it to go down the street.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like taping themselves up and shit to have maximum cleavage, to be like, having dinner with, like, brunch with their girlfriends.
Well, the same, like we've talked before, the same thing applies. I mean, they're showing all their assets, making all the. It's not for the men. They're not doing it for the men.
No,
You understand? It's to belittle the ones that can't have this. You will never be able to afford this. You little pipsqueak.
Yeah, and that was one of the things. Like you're right, because the top chick, right, who would always come up in the roles, and everything. And they all, there was generally, she was an object of hate, and then we love her but I hate her, and she's something wrong, and oh no, and she's a troublemaker, and anyhow, she was the one who flaunted, but they went, my client told me they were natural. I think she actually referred to it as well, like in the show. And so she would actually put over the girls, like with the amazing fake tits, that hers were real, by doing it even better than them with the real ones, and they fucking hated her for it. That was her trump.
Of course, super jelly. Yeah,
man. She's
each
like,
of those real tits. You know what I mean? How dare she?
Yeah.
You're not real Hollywood unless you had something done.
No, she was British.
They're just fucking perfect.
So she wasn't real Hollywood. She was British. That was, How interesting. You're getting all these insights. Well, someone went in today, didn't they? In you go.
Get in there.
Took himself there. I was like, I know we don't talk about the news much, but like it's I think just the reality of like the last week has been, I don't normally, I'm like, no, I don't I'm not talking about, but
the emulations. Is that what you
Well, there's more to talk about, but the immolation. That thing, and then the crew's there, the news crew, and they're like, and it just happens on live television.
Yeah.
And they're like,
hey, quick, flick the camera around. There's a fire over there. And it's like you're looking straight at it. It's like that's a walking fire.
Yeah.
That's
a fire. Turn it on. Cut the signal.
Yeah.
And I just was like, people asking me these questions about Sci TV, and here we are. It's great. Like, I'm fucking into it. So the reporter then went on as they said. I watched the rest of that. What happened after that feed?
Because that was a shortened one.
So I went and found the end part
original.
Of that. Or maybe because it didn't have the beginning bit. It was just the end, where he's actually standing there with the camera facing him, and he describes to the viewers
what
he's on the ground. I mean, he must be dead. His hand is moving. Like he's white and grey. Like he's describing the film.
Yeah. This fully melted dude.
Oh, and here, look there. Yep, I think they're trying to talk to him. Like
Mm.
it was blow by blow, and at the
Mm.
same time, like just going and like the ability to have this, like it's almost like you'd have to have a program chip in your head to achieve this. Is
Yeah.
I don't know how he
Full
managed to not mention
robot
it.
reporter mode. You know, I have
Well, not
no,
just
I have no heart, no soul, and I'm
no,
just gonna
not that. That all seems reasonable.
just
It was
give the story as I see
it's
it.
when he said, like, we've seen this kind of thing in other countries, like,
Well,
you
hadn't
know,
they already
Buddhists.
seen that
The
kind of
movie with
thing
Buddhists doing this.
not long
Like that
ago?
was
And
wasn't it
you know,
outside an embassy? Like he goes like that, wasn't it outside
yeah,
like in well,
I'm pretty
like he
sure
says
there
the
was
thing
another one with the, you know, another one of the emulations going on.
recently, like he managed to know to not mention. I reckon the earpiece he was being told this is do not mention.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yep.
We mentioned it once, but I think we got away with it. So just
take it back to Vietnam.
Don't mention it again.
Yeah.
Best not mention it.
What's the most?
Lest it be forgotten.
Like,
all right.
wow, this is
lest it truly be forgotten. Yeah.
So does that halt the trial? Nah.
Doubtful. You know, wheels in motion.
But even if you do or you don't, you're fucked, because
that's it.
If you don't, then it's like the disrespect of somebody who was a
They're
supporter.
going to do a movie about it, aren't they? It's going to be like President Convict.
Oh, so you think this is where he'll make his next billions? Is from the movie?
It'll be from some movie spin-off. President.
It's going to be the
you know, ghetto president, or you know,
he'll be the
people's
Tiger King.
Tiger King.
It'll blow Tiger King out of the water.
Yeah. It'll be the birth of Camacho. I can see it. It's coming up.
The birth of Camacho.
Yeah. He's just gonna. You know it.
Will he get all muscled up? Do you think he's going to come out? You know, like
he'll beef. Have to.
He's going to have to beef. Yeah.
Money can't buy everything. You got to get the beef on. There's no point being in there if you don't, you know, get yourself back to, you know.
Yeah, you got to do something useful there.
Be blasty. Take away those the lazy bones, you know. Work the lazy bones off.
Oh, yeah.
Toy. Like a toy.
What is the point? I don't know. Also, just interestingly, from a marketing perspective.
Yeah.
If you're emulating.
Right.
And
what would be going through your mind? Ouch, this is very hot.
Oh, well, only for a very short period of time, and then it would be more horrid than you could imagine. Your brain couldn't compute the data.
That's it.
Like
it would just edit due to you know.
And then it starts to edit out reality.
Yeah,
like you just wouldn't. And so yeah, but like so he throws all these pamphlets up in the air, which had all these like really crazed out conspiracies. Like, was it to say these aren't real?
Oh, something like that.
Well, this is why I did. Like, there's the marketing message.
Oh, he was doing some multi-level marketing, I think. Yeah. There was even clips of him earlier singing, you know, let's make it a revolution. Here you want a revolution where you know.
So it's John Lennon approved.
It was. It had the big tick.
It had the big tick.
It had the big J. Yeah.
He's a beatnik. Beatles.
Yeah. At heart.
Yeah. That does.
And that again, I think I can see another
He was actually he
you
was
know,
like a really dedicated left-wing guy,
convicted to
and he was trying to
the
show this
purpose.
is the
That's right.
madness that the right wing believes in. I'm going to prove it.
My conviction.
He was loving that. He was
Yeah.
a peaceful man.
I don't want to set the world on fire.
Just myself.
Well, part of that special lesson of all the things. Do unto thyself before thou do to others.
Exactly. Yeah.
See if it works for you.
That's right. Except by reality.
If it doesn't work for you, then maybe best not to force it on others. Yeah.
To me, my one for that is accept by reality unto thyself. So yep, do that.
Now, if you do enjoy those things, then obviously please find another a friend that also enjoys your level of enthusiasm.
Because they're there. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You don't have to just put a message out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's the internets.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm getting on in the internets and the modern ways, but
you don't have to go on dates, trick some person, be completely your non-authentic self. You know, which is really harmful to do that.
Yeah.
You have to like lie and stuff just to like sneak your way in.
Honesty
So
is the
then you
best
can start
policy
strangling.
in my book. Keep
Like if you just have dinner with her and say, "Hey, I'm right into strangling people. I might accidentally kill you one day if that's okay." You know, then you know she can be like, "Oh fuck yeah."
Yeah, she could be right into that.
Yeah. That's you go. Just
the
ask.
unexpected, you know.
Well,
one of these days, I'm just not going to wake up. You know, it's going to be such a good night that I'm just not going to wake up.
Yeah.
Exit achieved.
Yeah.
And that was her goal, you know.
That was her goal. Yeah. Like you've done it with love. You know, why to have to do something with like no wonder they're so harmful in their behavior. You know, because they're such in denial about what they want to do.
People want what they want, and if you can help them out,
that's right.
You're doing a service. Absolutely doing a service, you know.
Yeah.
Helping.
Yeah. That's it. The please hurt me bunch. I don't know.
I
think
condone violence against women unless they want violence. And then there needs to be some sort of consent form that needs to be signed so that there's any legal blowback that there was some sort of consent during the time of the incident.
The thing is, if you do it with consent, how do you punch someone with love?
Well,
like instead of hate. So if you don't have to be horrid at them and force them because you're forcing
yourself. Is it a punch? And this is where, like, I get into this real quandary side, you know, being the he, him, Mr. Spaceship that I am.
Yeah.
You know, and a firm believer in the hugs for peace and fight for war. You know, being realistic.
Oh yes.
Simplifying the answers and distributing the information.
what
the findings, you know, distributing the findings of the simplified answers.
So look,
nothing complex.
There are all sorts of communities out there now. You really don't need to harm others.
No.
You know,
there's similar people out there, but your lust for
your lust for life,
your adventurous life.
That's right.
And I guess that's one of the great, you know, even they say, you know, the internet's a curse and blah 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 blah. Shut up. Just play.
Like I was just thinking about that.
Just play the games, you know.
Surely you could find like a
Yeah.
group of people who are secretly gay, like or like
Mm.
ashamed of themselves being gay. Yeah,
Mm.
right. And you could match them up with like sort of like redneck sort of thing. You fucking fag. You know what I
Mm.
mean?
Mm. Mm.
Right? And you could
But
just
best of
and so
mates, you know.
yeah, so they could like hook
Well,
up and
why
like
not? I mean, like it's your interests, really, you know.
what's your interest? And one
Yeah,
you're just like,
and
yeah, you fucking
maybe
fag, can't
just
fucking
got
you
to
want to
find those
fucking
ones with the same interests.
yeah. And they'll be like, oh, thank you, thank you. You know what I
But
mean?
I
Like,
think most friendships are just, you know,
they're
they're
just
auto generated anyway. So
do you
you
think
know,
they just come together?
if there was an instance of that happening, it would be some sort of, you know, common interest at work, and then, you know, oh, okay, finally finds out that you're a, you know, whatever your orientation might be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Particular bizarre
particular bizarrities that you tend to enjoy.
proclivities, shall we say?
Proclivities, that's it.
Proclivities, is that the word?
Yeah. Well, if it isn't, it is now. So.
It is. I think it sounds like it. I want it to be that. So, yeah. I would love to imagine making a matchup site like that, like where you and you have and in the beginning, like you just have safe
Mm,
people with them, like there's sort of like there's some kind of you know, that doesn't fucking twist out. It's a complex thing. You can't sort of have hookup that like you'd have to
mm.
have because usually like if you go to fetish things, it's professional.
Satisnet. Come to
Yeah,
Satisnet for your you know,
and you just target
first whipping is
asshole
free.
groups.
You maggot.
Yeah, you just target groups of assholes, like they just want to do just I want to fucking hurt the person, and you just making dating sites for them,
Mm, mm, mm.
you know, and
Well,
just basically
you cut
pull.
down on a lot of you know, unnecessary death.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like it would actually like what people wouldn't have to like live in marriages that were bad and things because those people could just like, oh, I'm leaving for you for somebody who really wants it.
Mm, mm, mm.
Like, thank you. Yes.
I found my match
Even
on
like
Satis.net. All right, I'm
you could even
leaving.
like as a victim, how's this? How's
Mm,
this? Say, if you're like the service could be of value. Like if you were in an abusive relationship and you wanted to get out of it, you could
yeah.
just go onto one of these services
Mm,
as your abusive partner, fake as them,
mm,
and find them somebody.
mm,
And they come home to beat you for dinner, and then you like just present them with the surrogate, and you're like,
mm.
honey,
Yeah.
I'm not taking your beatings anymore, but
Uh,
here's Sally.
yeah, yeah. Sally would really appreciate
Huh?
it.
What? Yeah.
She would, you know, love
Would you
to. She
really?
would just,
It just
yeah.
like just goes
And then he's
just
going,
starts
what? And he just starts whacking
just
Sally,
goes,
and she's like, oh,
ah,
thank you,
fuck
loving
yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah, and he's just like
give me
confused as
more,
fuck. He doesn't know.
daddy.
He's like,
And he's just
ah.
like instantly gets a
Yeah, and his
boner and
wife
wants to
walks
take
out.
her to the
Yeah,
bedroom.
that's it. Stops hitting
Yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Can't do it
and they're
anymore.
like,
I'm highly aroused. Maybe
she's like, hit me while you're aroused. Oh my god, I never got to do that.
she ends up being the abuser. The whole thing flips because that's all he
That's
ever
totally
wanted.
it.
He
That's it.
only abused her because he wanted to be abused himself, as he was as a child. Why aren't you hurting me? I'm not strong enough to hurt you. Here's Sally. Comes in,
It's
kicks
Sally.
his ass.
That's
Just
it.
fucking, he just ends up being like full sub after
Pegs him.
that. Yeah,
That's it,
yeah.
yeah.
Sally's bitch.
Sally's bitch, yeah. Yeah.
Intolerable male trained. You know, just gets branded. Sally's, this is special
I
brand.
turned it into a
Hot
reality
branded.
TV
Yeah,
show.
fuck you, man.
Yes.
Sally's hot mess. You know.
Sally's hot mess. Oh, you got salad.
Yeah, yeah. If you end
He
up getting
got
Sally, then
salad.
she gets to brand you right at the end. Like the final thing is when she's like cooking up the brand for it. You know, SB, Sally's bitch,
Sally's bitch.
right on the ass.
It didn't matter. Just like stable.
I'm glad we're 34 minutes in. Hopefully it doesn't get booted. But yeah, I always got the backup recording. So if we have to, we'll go to Rumble.
Well, it does say no. What it says sexual themes. It does say we have said that.
Yeah, we do get a bit loose occasionally, listeners. So
Yeah,
if you are listening, if you're not listening,
I just,
you know,
I think we're always loose, aren't we? So,
try to be.
I mean, I don't know.
It's all a part of the comedy routine, you know.
Yeah,
Looser the better.
Sexual themes, significant vulgarity.
Yep.
No,
Check the
no, we
terms
don't
and
know
conditions.
that. Sexual themes.
Only cost is sanity.
Maybe this needs violent and graphic depictions.
Perhaps.
Do we have to tick that? We'll tick that one.
Maybe tick that one too. Who knows? It might encourage people to watch it.
Yeah, that's. That should see us right.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
We don't need any unnecessary lawyer action going on. At least not until I get my shark teeth. Then I can grin at them. Special intimidation factor of 10. Ends up having only to pay like a tenth of what he normally would for the fees. I really like that guy, Mr. Shark. He's a very shark dressed man, that fella.
Oh wow.
Raining.
Oh no, hang on. I've realized something.
Raining in Vegas.
I think.
Oh
no, this is the first night I can actually stand in front of the screen. And I don't have to move over to the corner of my room because my massive bed's in the way. And I've got enough space.
Because you did the retrofit, didn't you?
I've done
between
the retrofit.
last cheapenings and tonight.
So I don't have to keep having the issue of moving out of frame because I want to stand up and walk around.
Yeah.
I can actually make the space even more spacious, but I've got to look after the back leg of this
table
couch bed thing because that will be very tedious if that breaks. So instead of like putting it up and moving it around and sliding it about, I'm just let it sit where it is, and you know, in the next week or two, I'm gonna rebuild a couch. So it's good. I've realized I'm actually sleeping on the. So it's like a flat leather bar, and then it has a flat leather back, and it goes click click, and then they become like next to each other. And yeah, and you're like, so I've always laid on the one where your ass would be when you were sitting, and that was really uncomfortable. I was like, what the fuck? Anyway, the other side, of course, where your ass isn't because that's where your back's against, it's still structurally good. So I'm sleeping on the back bit of this bed. Like it's like I've got this I'm not even sleeping on a single bed wide thing. It's like just as wide as my body. But it's very comfortable. So I'm just and I'm going to repair this thing. So first of all, I'm going to deal with the legs. So it's a stable thing and it can become its function again. And I'll upgrade the legs. So it's weird, hey. So at the back they've got this big plastic cylinder, hard plastic, you know, which is the leg. And then actually all it is just a bolt in the middle.
Yeah.
Like a bolt. So you just move it slightly and it'll just buckle. You know, like it's so stupid. It's like they're kind of stupid.
You need brick. You need a Besser brick.
No. I'm going to make it. No. I'll put a proper leg on.
Special college furniture.
No, I don't need to. No, I don't need to. No,
to go back to.
I don't. This is not doing. So I'm going to fix the leg. And then I found these websites where what you can do is you go out and you buy like the springs and the webbing and the materials that you would use to, you know, that make couches perform in certain ways.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to buy that shit. I'm going to re-spring and additionally spring the surface under there. And
special repairing
yeah, it'll cost me about $40, maybe $50, like to fix the
value.
thing up and make it better, like way better. Yeah. And so
Heat
it's like really
stronger.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And
Restoring.
improving. And it's restoring and improving. And I then found
Bonus material.
a wholesaler that does like memory foams and everything. So I can just buy memory foam in a square meterage, and I can insert it as the thing, so that then the padding of the system is actually under the leather is memory foam. Then with like, and it's like a full memory foam, both couch and then click click double bed. It's like not quite double, but real comfy. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I don't know.
Ooh.
I mean, yeah, I think it cost me maybe $200
Big
a
cough.
little. And I think it's like and I was inspired because the underneath of it's like so flimsy. It
Yeah.
was just a cloth, and you just tear all that away, and you're like, oh yeah, I can see how it works. And then I don't know. So I think this is quite accessible.
Rebuild.
But it might be educational for me in terms of assisting other, like if I see other things that need rebuilding in the future, like knowing how to, assemble couches, next way of being, consume it, have a little snack-sized way of being.
Portable sigh. Ring couch.
That's it.
It's the
Well, I
ring
want to put
bed.
it on.
Where you just put it's
Should
like a little ring, similar to
should the
combat
feet?
pajamas.
Yes, yes. Should the feet be wheels, or should they be Teflon-y type, like sliders? So sliders or wheels, casters.
I think the sliders would be
I
more
think the sliders are.
robust over time. The wheels always just
Yeah, they just
yeah
break. Eh?
yeah.
We need to make a unique that some kind of ball. Oh, I'm sure people are working on it, but where instead of having, like, I'm looking at a chair at the moment, so you have the thing, and then basically the caster has to be off to the side, so the center of gravity, or like the center line of pressure, gets offset, and so
Yeah.
you create a pressure point. And we need to be able to make wheels, so the balls basically, and so that the pressure is applied directly down through the thing, or out through the thing, like wherever the ball is. You know what? What?
I'm just
What if
yeah.
instead what if instead of trying to make, like, all of the things I've seen that are ball wheels are some kind of like the ball is okay, instead of having a mechanical system of transferring power, or how the ball is attached, like how do you attach the ball wheel? Right? And what is the ball? So what if we
Well, it'd
just
be
rethought that?
magnetic, wouldn't it?
Yeah, what if you just rethought that, and we just focus on what's the coolest ball we can make? Just like a ball that can go over any surface and do all the things, and just focus on a ball, and then just have that effectively magnetically attached as a hand. Like, and it's just, just it sits, like, it grips the ball and just applies energy to it.
Special.
Just
Well, if you think about those tanks in the
induction. And the inside of the thing, it's got like
yeah,
a gyro or
Dominion tank.
whatever.
Yeah. They
No,
were
and
very
inside they've got a gyro. Each
mm,
one is not
mm.
actually a drive.
It's
Inside
like
is a
a
completely
yeah.
separate unit, and it's got a gyro in it. And then what happens is and maybe it's not a gyro. Maybe that's the wrong word. Like, I'm not.
Well, its positioning and uh force applied to it, feedback unit.
Hang on. Yeah. Yeah.
because you'd want to know how fast it was rotating, and then if it was on a any kind of slope, then the resistance it would have to not move in that maneuver for not moving being braked.
Yep. Inside's a gyro. So you power the gyro, and as it spins, like it like then creates like a angular momentum, which makes the ball want to go in certain directions. So imagine like those spheros, like the robot
Special
spheros
friend.
that you can
Yep.
program.
Yep.
Yep. So just imagine that, but it's actually a really, like a human, whatever, a bigger one, and can go off road and all the things. And so inside it's just this gyro. It doesn't need any external thing. That its propulsion comes from within the ball. And so then the thing that's touching it isn't even, it's not doing the spinning. Like it's not the thing that controls the directional nature of the ball
It just
at
sits
all.
on top of it. Yeah.
It just sits on top of this thing, which is making
Gets
it
carried.
complete independent.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's inducting energy to it. That's all it's doing. That's so that so it just transmits power, and then the ball and then you just have 4 of those fucking things. Okay.
You've got your transport, your new mode of transport.
There you go.
Electro balls.
Electro balls.
Go with your Robocock.
I am.
It's a bear sound. Oh, it's raining. No shit, Sherlock. But you're all wet. Ah! Yes, you are. Wet cat. Sounds like there's football going on. Neighborhood is yelling in unison. You always know when there's football going on. Yelling neighbors. I'm gonna have a croissant. That's what I'm gonna do.
I don't have to walk over there. I don't have to walk over there. Why do I walk over there?
I don't know.
Oh, that's strange. I'll have it. Just have it. I'll get out of it. Oh, now I don't have to have 2 modes. I can have 1 mode. I can just be in front of the computer. I can type shit and stuff and still be in front of the screen.
Damn.
That's quite trippy.
What a quiche.
Oh man, yeah, I think that would work. And you know what I think also is I think that the amount of energy that would be required to spin up, to spin these are they flywheels? I guess inside each one, or gyros or something. Must be flywheels.
Like you said, it'd be similar maybe to the inside those spheros. So they'd be independent little processing
Flywheels.
units with memory and energy storage, which they can glean both while they're
centralized battery
running.
source, the whole lot.
Yeah, and they have their own independent in case the primary stops or whatever supply. Yeah.
And I'd say that the core, the
continue
weight,
to apply brake and stuff.
what if it was built out of structural magnets?
And you could have a backup system where it has like poles which can just pop out. Like if all the batteries fail and they don't, and they're on a slope, it pops out a pole to just lock it into place and where it's stuck on the slope.
Yeah, like a final fail-safe brake.
Yeah. Yeah, and all the.
Would you have 2, wouldn't you? Yeah. And what it would do, because the ball would be moving with this rotational speed, and it's smart, so it could rotate itself to the position, and it would just put the 2 out.
Anchor, I think. Bang. Could be basically the whole inside of the ball it's one just
is
above the other, and it.
yeah, you think about a sphere, like you can
Mm.
have a lot of machinery in there.
Mm.
You know, well, like, but it being simpler, like using electromagnetic sort of systems, like where
Or
you're
even
spinning
3/4 of the
shit.
length of the sphere could pop out in a spike.
Oh, true.
Mm.
But that would, I mean, that creates a weak spot. Like there's a line somewhere on it
Mm.
that's not joined. So I think you'd want that to be a circle. You wouldn't want that to be many other shapes, and you don't want it to be very big. You could have it fire like explosive bolts on
I'm
wires,
thinking
so
for like from the purpose of if you were using those tires, right?
Mm.
That they would have to have some sort of safety requirement to anchor them if they wanna.
Oh, what are we even
You know.
talking about? What are you even talking about, bro?
Mm.
So the outer
Because of the
surface
fact
of
that
it.
they
No,
were
no,
in
no. The
control of the
skin.
propulsion, you know.
The outer skin membrane, like the foot or the tread that
Mm.
it's covered in, is gecko.
Oh yeah, the little feet.
It's actually got always like full
Pads.
maximum traction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's it can
It's
just
not
go off a
it's not
cliff.
just one hand. It's like
No, yeah.
so multiple hands just holding the road.
So the ball's always just basically yeah. So you can just go up hills and shit. Wow.
Mm.
You know, it just adheres.
Mm. When it breaks, it just pushes out the little spiky thing to hold itself in place with the right angle for the
Grips on.
incline that it's on.
Just, park your vehicle halfway up a cliff face.
Get out,
Yeah.
sitting there.
Mm. Being able to make joints that sort of don't have to. Imagine having like such control of sort of
Mm.
magnetic fields that you could direct them in certain. Wow, the
Mm.
background's cool. That
Yeah.
you could direct them in certain ways, so you could start to make like those, like something where, say, the forearm of a robot didn't have to have actuators and things because it was being like, I don't know. Hey, I'm not even know what I'm talking about here, but
Mm. Mm.
like where the ends of it
Well, we've got to think outside the box,
were like
though.
balls,
Occasionally,
where these ends of were these kind of balls. They were balls, and they were just like.
Mm.
But maybe you could get some. I wonder if you could have something where they never actually touched. Because I think that like what would be the thing that sort of would hold them close but never touching? Mm. I wonder what if the part of the no, I don't think that. This is just thinking random shit.
Mm.
But so this is probably horribly wrong.
Sorry,
But,
I am munching on Marmite and croissant.
oh,
Butter and
nice. But oh no, you just threw my train of thought completely. That's
no, no,
excellent. I'm now thinking
no,
about
no, no, no.
Marmite. I
My
love it.
apologies. My
That was so.
apologies, Cyrus.
I'm like, oh yeah. And I'm like, I'm not actually hungry. I've got a half a bowl of food here I can't even eat.
Mm. It's good. Fresh ones.
The oh, is she opening her face up like it's a jigsaw puzzle.
Mm.
Oh.
Angst inside. What hides within. What's your secret in a name? Misery.
Yeah. Yeah, I think yeah, oh yeah, that's it. So what if
Hmm.
I wonder if it would have any meaning or to think along the lines where the hand that the thing where they're like, so on this vehicle you got 4 legs with 4 balls, and the legs grip the ball sort of thing. Then the leg unit, like in the gripping bit, what if it sort of had the ability to I don't know how much energy you need for this. Is a lot, perhaps. Or not. Well, I don't know.
Well,
Where
Si,
it can,
what's stopping people from having groups of magnets, right?
yeah.
One way and then the other, but having them in lines so that when you had the groups of magnets which repelled themselves plus a
They
line
spin.
which was pulling towards, right?
Yeah.
Could you create like a equilibrium between the array of magnets above the other array of magnets so that they would float?
Oh yeah, like can you make them? Yeah, can you make them just sit there?
Yeah.
I mean,
Could they
I see it,
hover?
but I don't
Like
think
if
it's
you covered the
stable. Like it's a wobbly thing. It's not like it's not a strong bond. It's not like it's a.
needs to be something better than that.
I think it'll be a
How you going,
quantum.
wet one?
It'll be quantum.
Still
That's my
asleep?
guess. It'll be
Yeah.
a quantum process, like quantum locking or something, but in a different way when we understand that.
I
And
did
then the
sort of
two
think that
materials will
when
quantum
we were
lock,
talking initially about it, but
and
yeah.
they'll hold each other. They won't. Yeah, I think that's how it'll be a new invention. We'll call it quantum locking.
Something yet
It's
to
where it's
come.
like a glue. Yeah. How's that? What if you had a glue that you applied, but what it did was change the atomic, like on a, like it was like alchemy, yeah, effectively. Like so you apply a glue that was some other whack chemical, and then what it did was it changed the quantum properties of both sides of the material, so they kind of had that locking process. So then they were not actually touching, but the glue acted as like almost like a gasket. Yeah.
Wave your magic wand in between the two metals and create the perfect
Ding, and it just joins together, like, and
quantum
but not, yeah,
relativity.
bond,
So where,
quantum bond.
if you
They
grabbed
lock
it, you
together.
could pull them apart, but when you
Yeah.
moved one, you'd always move the other in the same
Yes.
fashion.
Yeah.
And would be held perfectly without needing the
Yeah. Perfectly. Yeah. No. As if it was one
room
thing.
temperature room temperature bond.
Yeah, well, because you're not using superconducting. What you're doing is like changing instead of the molecular properties, like say, burning or transforming something. You're changing the quantum, like the sort of the. Yeah, imagine a material that
It's
changed like the direction of the
subharmonic field
bosons.
between the
Yeah,
two objects.
the
Yeah.
bosons or the whatever the fucking so they went up and down, and the quarks then aligned themselves, and it became a bond, a quark
That's it.
level
Like
bond of
a little bridge between the two.
yeah, quantum bridge between the two things.
Quantum
I reckon we
pillar,
can make
quantum pillars. Yeah.
I reckon
To be held
I reckon
above.
we can make a sticky gasket that does that. It'll be super dangerous because you'll just have people joined together on a quantum level. It's kind of like
but on one side of the earth and the other, so every time the person moves, it's like forcing the other person to move the opposite way. Never actually meeting each other, but always staying quantumly equidistant from each other.
No. Yeah, you could play pranks on people where you use the same, perhaps the particular glue. No, this is so the glue itself is the quantum interface, and so but if you take a particular batch and then you take two pieces of it and attach it to disconnected things, they also become attached, so you can move things at a distance. That's like because it's actually moving the same thing.
Take on the properties of a ghost. It's like you're moving people's furniture around.
But you're always attached to it. Like, how do you detach? You've brushed, you painted it.
Well, you have another piece of furniture of equal value and
having somebody walk into a shop with a paintbrush, or like just as an example, so they're not touching it, yeah, and then they apply the stuff to an item in the shop. You, the accomplice, are outside the shop, like a kilometer away, something like that, and then you just start dragging the thing through the streets. You know what I mean? Like you just the shaping of the shop. You've already plotted it out, and then
I think that'd be almost as bad as the dudes that had
the item just starts flying out of the shop as you're
the
running along the
trailer
street.
with the was digging a hole in the road with the Oh no, that's right. They stole the safe, dragged it down the road, and it basically just went all the way back to where they were.
So,
The
yeah,
grooves in the
you're just in
road.
a park. You're in a park like somewhere else, completely different, like in another country.
Mm.
And then the person paints the item. Your quantumly joins to you because you've got
Mm.
the other bit of that batch of glue on you,
Mm.
and then you just run around
Ah.
the soccer field,
Mm.
and it just makes the object fly out of it to take the same path as you.
Mm-hmm.
You rocket it down the street. Someone's there to grab it. And then you just wash it off your hand and just disconnects.
Quantum theft.
Quantum theft.
Yeah. Can't be caught because he committed the crime in another country.
And then if you try and
Yeah.
grab the item, like it
Can't be
has like
extradited.
you can't
Have all
move.
these
No,
quantum thieves just doing things on the other
quantum
side of the
thieves,
world to steal stuff from the richest countries. The United Nations has to, ratify a new
Yeah, how do you make what's the ratify new
sanctions.
treaties?
Create sanctions on
Quantum
the
quantum quantum materials, like
use
you're
of
not allowed to
quantum
use
gluings.
it.
Yeah.
But it turns out that it's just this weird combination of like lead pencil, the graphite from lead pencil,
Yeah.
and like
Spaghettios.
some particular spaghettios and some particular glue.
Yeah.
Like it's off the shelf, like
Spaghettios,
PVA.
spaghettios and
And it just
clag. But
melts
when
it
you
and
mix
puts
it
it to
together in
yeah, yeah.
under the right
It just makes this
moonlit night, full moonlit night, you get the special quantum glue.
quantum glue. So anyone can make it. It just destroys reality.
Yeah. Well, it'd be like those unlimited energy balls. The red and blue balls from the.
Oh, true. It would be. Hey,
Yeah, something similar to that, wouldn't it?
Cardo.
Cardo, that's it. Another version of the unlimited tools for the universe. Slow release.
Because most things aren't that. Like if you look at, like sometimes I go and look up things, like all the time.
Yeah, of course.
And you look at how
We're
some
always
stuff's
looking up
made.
shit.
And you look at how some stuff's made. And I'm not saying it's easy because someone had to figure it out. But now that we know how to do it,
yeah,
it's not actually like exotic materials and shit. Usually, it's like mixing something with salts and at a certain temperature. You know what I mean?
Rather nice.
It's got to be like, like you can make most things with like various forms of pressure, or or changing the the vibrational rate of the structure.
Yeah,
basically adding more energy to it or taking energy away from the system. Moving that energy around. This girl's moving her energy around. I like it.
Yeah, it was good. I had to snaggle that one.
Oh, I'd buy it.
I would buy it too.
I fucking totally buy it.
I would actually buy that. Tic Tac, if you're listening.
So, premium.
Premium.
Drafto. Monsuta. Okinawa Dry. Premium draft.
Sponsored. Sponsored by his extremely tasty. Myself,
wow. That's a flavoursome beer. It's very rounded. It's so not safe for me. Well, not safe, but it's got carbs.
Is it safe?
Well, it's got it's just a carby beer. It's not as carby as beers really are, but it is carby compared to what I would normally drink. It's more of a sleepy time beer for me.
I got the ginger beers tonight. Brookvale Unions,
Oh, nice.
6% Nutbusters. They're pretty good.
Brought to you by Burt Toast Tic Tacs.
Brought to you by Burnt Toast
Yeah.
Tic Tacs,
Tic Tac.
our official sponsor
Official sponsor for the evening.
of the 2028 Olympics. Yeah. When we have the Olympics. Because we're not allowed to use the proper word. It's actually copyrighted, so we use
How is it now?
Olympics.
The ring thing?
Yeah, Olympics. Or Olympics. I don't know. Still working on the misinterpretation.
I don't know. You know what?
We do our best with the Eanes Quingrish. That's what we do.
The amount of times that I would infringe the copyright of the International Olympics Foundation, or whatever the fuck they call themselves, would be very minimal.
Yeah.
I, in fact, in terms of anything that I was likely to invent or make in my life, the dire lack of consumption of their meaningless event, to me at least, like, I don't think it would factor into even any of my ways of thinking or invention. Like, I don't fucking know even that it's on. That's how little I know about the Olympics. I don't even know when it's on.
It just comes and goes.
I have not seen an Olympics,
and you hear people talking about it, but otherwise, that's all we are.
Nor barely.
Well, I mean, when you finally, unhook your mouth.
I used to.
When you finally unhook your mouth from the nipple of which is mainstream TV, unhook your little mouth off the nipple of the mainstream TV, and go to just looking at what interests you and what sort of is your thing.
Around that, yes.
You do go through this phase where you're like, holy shit, I got my mind back again. I'm actually critically thinking things rather than going, oh, it's on the fucking news, so I've got to believe it. I can go, oh, hang on, I have this other tool at my, in my hands, mobile phone, yada yada yada, information gathering device. I can look up this. I can check this out and see if it's real.
You know what I reckon's real? What's happening around me?
Well, that's about as real as you can get to you, Si.
If we could all just make sure that what was around us was nice,
you know what I mean?
Surely everyone on Earth, they want some version of the thing that's around them to be nice. So if all you do is just focus on
be
doing
the
that,
example, try and be the example of
hey, just have a nice time.
You don't even have to be. You don't even have to be a hero.
Just decide.
You just have to be nice. Like it's.
Everyone just be okay. That's all. It's not a big ask.
Yep.
Just have a good. Could just all
enjoy life. Yeah.
Just enjoy. Have it. Just stop for a moment and go. Hey, what would I do right now?
Get that job. It's not going to kill you. Getting that job. It won't. Get that job. Do that thing. Do whatever it takes.
Job. What the fuck?
Mainline fucking 10 milligrams of heroin. Whatever gets the job done.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. That if it's getting a job or if it's doing heroin, whatever it is. Yeah, now I understand. That's it.
Just don't half-ass it. If you're gonna do it, just do it proper.
I mean, if you're holding a gun and you're standing outside a building, are you having a good time?
Well, it depends on whether you're robbing it, and it depends whether you got the bag of cash. Because it's all about the bag, Si.
There's no cash.
Get in the bag.
You'd have
if you ain't getting the bag, then what are you doing? That's what I want to know.
What cash would you even steal these days? The true value is nothing.
Gold nuggets.
Like the values.
The kind of gold nuggets that come out of someone smuggling them, across some borders up their bottom, their prison pocket. Banking gold bars in their prison pocket.
You would make more money doing some fake Nigerian prince scam.
Yeah. Email
that's real
scam.
Clever.
Yeah.
Than you would ever
getting enough suckers to send you some You know,
Yeah.
unlock the money.
Pretend you've made
You know,
a special device
for
and
a
you're just going to
small
fuck off with the
meager
money,
investment of
$1 million.
$1,000,
Yeah.
you'll
You
have a
too can own
return. You'll have this
on nothing. Yeah.
ultimate return. You know,
Yeah.
anything
That's it.
between $50 to $1 million.
So I'm
And
not
that's a
sure, but like,
scam because they give you back 50, even though you paid 1,000. That's a scam.
yeah.
It's like minimum 50, but they never said 50 what? Just 50 rupee. You know what I mean? They send you a check for 50 rupee, and that's your return from your $1,000 investment. Thanks for playing our game.
It's a little rupee. The value of rupees in India like suddenly gets weird because they've all gone missing. It's used to these rupees. Actually, there'd be so many rupees. How many would be trillions? Who knows?
I don't know. Quite a few, I'd imagine.
There's Australia. You
Aussie dollary dues, because that's what we got down under. Australia's not
no, we
real.
don't.
Did you know that?
Yeah, but
I
it isn't.
I get told all the time it's not real.
I
Of
went
course
to
it's not real.
I went to Bunnings.
What to find a new girlfriend? So here that's the new you know,
it was called
new
is it called
pickup joint.
SRS?
New pickup joint.
SRS SRS BS SPS system, like it's for masonry. Fuck. So you know your masonry bit,
Yep.
like a shovel head.
Make those holes. Eat
But
that concrete.
this was like a system, which instead of like a 2-bladed shovel was a 4-bladed, a crosscut.
Ah.
That clicks into this SPS drill system, like other kind of drill system where, so the shank of this thing's much sturdier, but it's still interchangeable.
Yep.
And you put them into these drills, and they just it looks good.
Just
Like,
smashing holes.
Oh.
Yeah.
But it goes straight through Rio. Like if you need to get through,
Yep. It cuts it because it goes through the metal rather than blunting the or getting caught. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Going into like you know.
So while I was there, I went to go check out, and I had collected some things for a client. The client had given me cash to pay for it. You know? So I went up, and they've got all these automated tellers now. You know, like self checkout, and but they don't take cash. None of them.
Yeah, got to go through the.
And there's one register open with this one guy.
Yeah.
And everyone with cash had to go through the one guy.
Yeah.
And the poor dude was so
just disheveled.
Well, yeah, disheveled, and because also people were like, oh, you know, we want like can't, like he was copping the flack.
Yeah,
he was like the cash whipping bunny.
He's cash whipper. That's it. Cash complaints department.
That was him.
This cunt.
Bastard.
That poor cunt. No. Well, it is, the way that things are going. Used to be king. Used to be absolutely
I'm not
king.
sure what you'll be robbing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Robbing that way.
I am spreading the idea of the
because you're limited to what you can carry with your hands.
$2 tap and go begging utility.
Oh, you've thought about that more?
No, well, I've been spreading message, how it goes with the ether. Just keep pushing it out there. Enough ears hear it. Eventually, the idea will be
someone
will pick it up. Oh, yeah, hang on.
Yeah, good.
We got Red Cross involved now. They're handing out the $2 beggar interface for the digital migration.
Got $2. Bing. You know the homeless problem in Australia is so. You know how bad the homeless problem in Australia is. It's like 3,000 people
3,000
in
homeless.
total.
Yeah, total.
Yes, it's like totally overwhelming us. We haven't got the systems to be able to like manage the like.
I don't know how we're going to
increasing
manage it, man. Like
so many people.
I was thinking we should build another 1 billion homes
I think we
every
have to.
6 months. We should just start building 1 billion homes.
Yeah, and
every
just
6 months.
And there'll still be homeless people because and there would be more homeless people
because they can't afford these homes we built. You know, not unless they take a government approved loan and sign a contract for indentured servitude for the rest of their natural lives. Hey, you know what? Being a able to trace back my early roots to the convict arrivals here in the down undies land, right?
Yep.
I'm wondering if I can get reparations. I was my family was forcibly brought here against their will from England.
Oh, are you pure blood? Like in that way, like sort of
No,
convict blood?
no, I'm only joking. I'm shitting you. No, I'm a mixer bitzer. Who knows?
You could have said yes. We could have just gone with it.
I couldn't take that.
You couldn't.
That
You just
rifle.
couldn't quite do it. You
couldn't quite rightfully. But
hold
those
hold the
who
line.
could say that though,
Yeah.
families
I
that
think that for sure.
were on that short list of
We
the
want to go back to. We
first
want to be sent
colonies.
back to the slums of Surrey.
I'd be that dude in that painting, that ancient painting where the guy's got his hand out and he's pointing at his hand with that concerned look on his face. I'd be that dude. That's what I'd be doing. I'd be going, where's my reparations for being sent to this hostile country?
Reparations.
My ancestors sent here, forced into slavery to build this fantasy land that you call Australia.
Right, that's how far out of sync I am. Okay. It's actually a little bit longer tonight. It's about 10 seconds, I think.
Okay.
Just say.
But no technical issues. Other than
Yeah, 10 seconds.
About 10 seconds.
About 9. That's about 9.5, 9 actually, but yeah, whatever. Okay, no, yeah, that's all. Thank you. Continuing. Sorry.
YouTube. That's YouTube numbers.
I think people have tried.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure people have tried to sue.
Because everyone's going for them reparations these days. I notice a lot in America.
Yeah, I don't.
There's a lot of
I wish
people
I could get reparations.
with their finger pointing towards their hand,
I watch all these reparations, and you're like, yeah, I've been conveniently done in ways that like no reparations are possible. It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. Happy not to get reparations.
Yeah, I don't want to be paid for the services rendered.
Oh, you'd feel like a bit of a streetwalkers.
If
streetwalkery goodness.
A police officer's done that to you, and then the police officers sort of funds or whatever, not the police union funds or whatever, then give you $1 million. Well, they paid you for having had forced anal sex from a police officer. Like that's you might have got $1 million, but you just it's an interesting position.
Some compliance money.
Compliance money.
When you hand the money,
they should be actually punished.
Well, it's the opposite. It's like the negative or it's back to front prostitution.
Yeah. So someone just rapes you and then chucks $1,000 at you and says that was fucking fine. That was commerce.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Pleasure doing business. It's a business doing pleasure and a pleasure doing business.
Let me just how have Australian
What are you doing?
ancestors? No, what's the
You doing, silly boy? Snipping everything.
what's the term when you like multiple generations down the line? Like
Oh, ancestral. Or
have any Australians? Here we go. I'll
hang
frame
on.
it this way. I don't know what the right word is. Have any Australians
Legacy.
sued British government for being forcibly removed from Britain as convicts?
Inquiring minds would like to know.
Hmm.
We're inquiring and we'd like to know.
Yes, there have been legal actions taken by Australians who were forcibly removed from Britain as convicts. Between 1920s and 1970s, more than 130,000 children were sent to former colonies, primarily Australia and Canada, using child migrant program. These
Kidnapping.
children aged between 3 and 14 were often deprived backgrounds and already in some form of social or charitable
Youngling
care.
kidnapping.
Yeah, the program aimed to provide them with a better life. But the
Mm.
reality was obviously different.
Yeah.
In 2010, Gordon Brown issued an official apology, misguided program, acknowledging the thing.
Mm.
Requires sex abuse. In the independent inquiry into child sexual abuse, considered the cases of children forcibly relocated in the post-war period. Some of these children were as young as 3 years old and came from deprived backgrounds. They were promised a better life and a bit of, oh wow, child migrants.
Mm.
So there was about 162,000 convicts sent to Australia between 1788. These political prisoners included trade unionists, democracy advocates, and Irish revolutionaries. The colonisation of Australia was actually involved complex dynamics, coercion, resistance, and patterns of protest
The
among
rise of the bushranger.
Well, it's interesting actually. Now, when I read that, you know what we talk about, like quite reasonably so, like the treatment of Indigenous Australians.
Of course. Shocking.
They say, yeah, taking away their kids and doing all these things between. And you look at it between the 1920s and 70s, they were
doing it to any unwedded mother.
It
Didn't matter whether you were fucking Indigenous or not. They were stealing it off any unwedded mother.
Yeah, 130,000 from. Wow.
Yeah. I was, like I said, I was almost one of those victims. My mother hadn't fled in Queensland or the border down to Sydney. I would have been one of the handed off to another family. I could have been in a rich family. Eh?
Yeah, but how would have they treated you?
Never even met you, Sybie. We all might be treated like a, rich family's little bought kid, be a sex object and treated badly, handed a little, estate payment, once I'd done some sort of failed at college and done a lot of drugs and fucked a lot of hookers and shit and, been a general miscreant and, shot some people and got out of the murder charge. Daddy paid for it.
The true cost.
Daddy just didn't rape me enough.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Yeah. Another failed success story.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
It's the next. It's American Psycho 2. Daddy didn't rape me enough.
Yeah.
He didn't make me hard. Didn't make me hard enough to be, a rapper.
Well,
a rapper in these
how's
dark
this?
times.
I don't think this will come as a surprise to you. So after I did that, like Holly Randall, I sort of watched a few other things.
Mm.
And I ended up on this thing I've never seen. I was just one, YouTube's desperately trying to show me new content.
Oh.
Um, so it showed me some dude called.
It's like that guy throwing his pamphlets before he immolated,
Basically the same.
Forcing his literature upon people.
Just watch.
know.
Just pay attention to this.
Mm.
Uh,
Mm.
let's see.
Oh, not more boring conspiracy.
Totally. So
Had my fill of fear porn today. Thanks very much. Might go home and vomit.
yeah, I mean, I unfollow anything. If it fear porns me, I unfollow that channel.
Yeah.
But I found this channel. Anyway, this dude, he was like it was European. It was like a European talk show.
Yeah.
It was super not professional. Like,
Oh, of course not. Was it? It would have had to be part of the Cheep network, right?
it's definitely cheap.
Yeah.
And it looks cheaper than us. We
Is that possible?
like, except for
I mean, viewers, is that possible? Is it cheaper than what we're doing? If it is, I want it found immediately and killed. All right. Can't be any cheaper
So
than
it's this
us.
dude.
All right. Any
It was
cheaper
this
than
dude,
us
and
is
he's
just
like
a fraud.
he said he was an ex-porn.
It's a
porn actor
pagazi.
himself.
Ignore it completely. Yeah.
So he's doing like a sort of a exposing the European porn industry sort of thing.
Yeah.
Talk show. And he's an ex-porn star, or well, maybe not star, porn actor. Like he's done porn acting. And
Gets
he's been
murdered
paid
on set while he's doing the art.
Well, there was some things about some people dying, being killed.
Blowback for the story. Accidentally on purpose, someone's house blew up.
Actresses.
Yeah.
Who were, and he's doing this expose on Rocco Stitfeld.
Oh yeah.
Whatever his name
Good old
actually
Rocco.
is. Yeah, Rocco.
Yeah.
Rocco, yeah.
Everyone knows Rocco. If you don't know Rocco, then you haven't seen his Coco, then have you?
No.
Yeah.
Well, you may even still have, but just didn't realize you.
I wonder if he'd have a pump. Would he have a bionic cock? Rocco's bionic cock.
Oh, would he? I think he would. Do you think that's the truth behind Rocco now? The secret, the dirty truth is that Rocco actually
and
is
his
a penis pump.
Magic mechanical cocko.
That's when he's actually just jerking off the girls think he's jerking off on the set. That's him actually just pressing the button.
Pressure in, pressure out. Hey?
Well, these girls were like saying,
and
these girls were saying that he
puts the hammer down.
He's a bit of a dog. He does. He's a bit of a dog. Like you'll have like the agreement will have been like a boy girl scene.
Yeah.
And then
nothing in
the even with him.
Nothing in the starfish. Oh, and someone else comes in.
No, not with him even.
Oh,
like,
okay.
One example was like
brings in the
going to be bonking Chad.
Brings in Lassie.
And then he's filming. He's filming. So Rocco, so that's the example. This was like Rocco's the person who's filming.
He's the cameraman. Rocco the cameraman.
But then, and so the other dude's doing the deed, but then he gets pissed off at him not having it being hard enough while he's just masturbating himself. Like he's like, and then he just puts the camera down and just comes over and just starts like, and suddenly the girl's like, suddenly I'm in a 2-person scene, like
yeah,
and then he's like, just goes around, just starts fucking me, tells him to get away, and like it's like I'm like no, and he's like yes, like she's like that. So there's this sort of a number of like his sort of way he is a bit sexual. He's a bit sexual assault.
Oh yeah. I can do it. I can do it way better. And then just like, give you the beating because you didn't do it right. Well, taming the shrews, man. Taming the shrew. Get the money.
He actually
bag,
said
mate.
He's also come up.
Is that what they're after?
So it turns out he's also
is that what's trending?
Oh no, I think he's done that on and off for a long time.
That's
Like
just
I mean,
his,
I've watched,
that's
definitely.
his normal
Well, I've
modus
watched
modus
rock and
operandi.
porn. Not
Mm.
always, no. But some of his things does have some pretty, I think, some pretty
You think he's got a
clearly
bit of
marked
a
sexual.
versatile roles that he plays, Sometimes
He's
he's a
a bit
good,
forceful, like
sometimes
when
he's
he's
a
like going,
good
"Oh,
cop, and then
come on,
sometimes he's
yeah,
a
yeah,
bad cop.
you gotta go.
You know.
But I want to put it in your ass. I want it to your ass, But
Mm.
that's actually him putting it on them,
Yeah.
and they're all like, "Oh, fuck, I'm in the middle of the scene. What am I
He's not
supposed to
really a
say?"
bad guy. He's actually a nice guy.
No, I think he sounds like
Mm.
he's a bit of not a nice guy.
Oh, he's not a very nice guy. Okay.
Not necessarily, but he
Well, he's there to
defends
make the
himself.
money. Yeah? Hoes
He
and
defended
bros.
himself the
Is that the
same.
way it
He
works?
Well,
Yeah.
I think as part
Got to
of his
make that.
defense,
Got to make the bag.
he's come
You
out
ain't
and said
making the bag, then I'm going to show you how to make the bag.
it wasn't that he wanted to sexually assault girls.
Hmm.
It's that the agencies,
He
it
was
was
he
the
was
agencies.
assaulting the boys as well, was he?
No, the agencies would ask him. They would say, "Oh,
Hmm.
we got to we're breaking this one in.
We got this new one. She needs
You
a
need to
bit of
break
the
it.
old Rocco treatment.
Yeah, can you just sort
Can
her
you
out?"
just come in and do the spider web on her face for him? For us, you know what I mean? Show us the old Rocco spider web.
So he said he was being used as a thing to break in porn. Like,
With
he
him.
was
Oh,
he was
he
also
was like the wheel
he
of
was the
pain.
victim.
He was the enforcer on the wheel of pain.
But
Now
he
you
was
got
the
the wheel of
victim.
fortune. Well, he's in the porno version, which is the wheel of pain. Yeah? Wielding.
So, yeah, but he didn't want to do that to the women. It was the agencies, like for him to get the contracts.
Oh,
That
well, I think
he's the
we
victim.
already covered this.
When when he
$20
was
is 20
sticking
bucks, Si. Come on.
when he was sticking his dick not
Yeah.
consensually into women's asses and
Mm,
forcing them to do that on camera and
yeah.
making money out of it, he
Screaming.
was forced to do that.
Yeah, screaming. Yeah.
Otherwise, by the agencies,
Mm.
he was the victim in those scenes.
Oh, when's he getting the finger in the hand treatment? You know what I mean? Like, when's that turning up? When's the finger in the hand treatment turning up? That's what I want to know. Well, it'd be like Ron Jeremy. I imagine he didn't like doing his job. I think
He often looked he looked down about it, I thought.
I think he should sue.
I
Ron
reckon he had
Jeremy should
depression.
start suing.
I reckon he
Anyone
had
deserves to
depression.
sue.
Like, he
I
looks
mean,
sad as
Johnny
fuck.
Holmes could have, but he's not around no more. So
Also, just the embarrassment of having to look like a little being forced to be like the sort of the ugly sort of whatever,
yeah,
like the overly hairy. Like he was
yeah,
never allowed to be. The thing about Ron Jeremy, I
mm.
always thought was the saddest, was that he wanted to be a fit looking dude,
Mad
and
Mario.
like, but he had this sort of he was stereotyped, and he was only going to be paid if he just
Mm,
looked like this hairy, ugly motherfucker.
I know.
And
The
it
Beast.
shamed him his whole
Everyone
life.
wants to
It's
be.
like,
Everyone wants to have.
yeah, it was
Fuck the
the
Beast.
beast. It was like he was
Yeah.
having having sex with
Have
like
sex with the Beast. Yeah.
that's it. Like
I know what you're saying, so it's like it's not right.
yeah, that's here. It was sad. It was sad. He's come out and spoken about that.
I'm glad he did. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm glad.
Glad he did. These stories need to be known. It's not
They
a,
do. Like,
it's not a
it's not just
glamorous
women
life.
just
It
forced
might
to get
look
bigger and
like a
bigger
glamorous
tits. Like,
life,
yeah, it's
you
not.
know, having to spray this spider web all over poor, unwilling faces, but
Yeah, but you
it's
try. Mm. You got to put injections in your dick so it gets
yeah,
up there.
and you
Like
got to get the
do another
pumps, and
scene.
you got
Do
to get
another
the,
scene. Oh, my dick.
yeah, that's it. Meccano
Yeah.
dick, you got to have the,
Chafing.
pump it up. Got to
You're
pump
not
it
allowed
up.
to use lube. You're not allowed
Oh,
to use
pump it
lube.
up.
Your dick gets all
Gotta
chafed
pump
and
it
hurt.
up.
It's something swollen and bleeding in places.
Oh, I don't know.
Terrible.
I saw
They
this
fucking put
I saw
makeup on
this
your dick.
terrible meme.
Put makeup on your
I
dick,
think we're far enough in.
so
What
that
are
it
we? We're an
looks
hour
good.
and 34 minutes. Saw this terrible meme of this couple, and the man, the male had his hands down her pants, and she had
Yeah.
her hand down his pants.
Yeah.
And there was this image of like a tube steak with the middle tube with 3 fingers down it, and they were going in like a very awkward directions. And then the next one's him on a stretcher, and it was I don't know, it was provoking, thought provoking.
Like, so she had put 3 fingers down the eye of his dick.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
Yeah.
just sounding.
And
Yeah.
sounding it out.
Sounding it out.
Yeah.
And then, but then
Getting the
she,
soundings
instead
on.
of just going, and instead of going
Just
straight in and
smoothly
out,
straight in and out.
she
She
moved in
then
and out.
did the, wanted to exit through the tube, out through the middle of the tube steak to the outer parts of the tube steak. Yeah.
Wow.
In different directions.
So that was the like that was.
That was the
Was it
meme that was.
photographic? Was it
I didn't want to send it to you. It was cartoony, like
Okay.
yeah. Someone had
I was
drawn
wondering
it,
if it
but
was. Yeah.
I just thought
Either
when I
or,
saw it, I
it's fine.
thought, well, I could send this to Si, but he's gonna go, what's wrong with Craig? Because
Look, we were talking about like
yeah.
when I sent you that Japanese blackface.
Mm.
I mean, I knew that you'd accept that, but like I sent that. Who could I send that to? Like, not many people.
No. I mean, I get it, but I saw it and I thought,
Am I going to
I
post
know
it to
you'd
my like
appreciate it,
story?
but I think I could paint a better picture than me showing you the image, the horrific image, versus me painting the
Yeah.
picture of what the image was. I think would be far more amusing than the seeing of the picture. You know?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
Some
I don't
things are
know.
worth that. The impression it makes on your mind doesn't deserve the image. It deserves the interpretation of what you found in the image.
Mm. Stop
Eating our eggs.
eggs. Yeah. Well, what are you going to do with them? Eat them yourselves?
Maybe they just want more chickens. Angry chickens.
No, but the amount of eggs that they produce. Well, okay.
Mm.
I mean, I suppose if they wanted to
Well, the reason they produce the amount of eggs they do is because we feed them feed, which encourages them to produce eggs.
more. But none of them are fertilized. I mean, mostly chickens would peck at the eggs themselves.
And you find that if you just
right.
let them roam free and not eat the feed, or have the feed and
They won't fertilize.
grasshoppers
They'd just
and
be like,
grass
they'd all
and
die. You know what they're actually angry about? I think they're angry about not having sex because
segs.
they need the
Not enough
segs.
segs. Hearing you.
Poor chickens.
Oh. Schnitzelfargen.
Well, so that they go have unfertilized eggs. Like it's all like you don't want like
We
you
want more
baby chicken
homunculus.
inside the egg.
What's happening? There's just not enough homunculus going on.
Yeah.
Stop eating them and start fertilizing. We want homunculus.
That's
the real message behind this.
It's
The hidden message. You gotta look beyond.
Yeah.
Stop
What's the
eating our
marketing?
eggs and
What is
start
the marketing
fertilizing
then?
our eggs. Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
Yeah.
fertilize our eggs. Yeah.
Humans make homunculus.
The chickens want to be fertilized. This is correct.
The truth behind the new age dinosaurs.
Let us breed. It's
cannibalistic chicken humanoids.
Yeah, and look at those ones. You can tell these particular chickens haven't been debeaked. They're fucking feral, these cunts, mate.
Yeah.
Look at this.
First chickens to have teeth. Yeah, I know. They're
The
fully.
chicken have teeth.
Well, the new human hybrid
Well,
homunculus
okay.
chickens do. They got beaks and teeth. Like, it's nasty.
What
Yeah.
do we call the tiny
I think isn't it it's egg crop
razor
or
teeth
whatever. Yeah.
that chickens have along their beaks? You know, they have a beak.
So just put what
we
is
can't see.
what is the name
Hang
of
on.
the parts inside a chicken's mouth?
Adaptation of it called a toma. Hang on. Here we go. A hard, sharp ridge on the upper mandible. It helps them break open hard seasoned shells. Just the chickens have a tongue. Swallowing. Fun fact, an egg tooth on the tip of their beak
when they
that
crack
helps
the
them
egg
break
open.
out of the egg.
Yep.
There you go.
Yep.
They don't have razor teeth. I don't know. I've seen fucking birds, the chickens close up. They do have this. Maybe that's the hard. Maybe that's the hard sort of adaptation on top so they can break the seed. That's what I'm seeing.
Yeah. A raspy thing. Yeah, but it's not actually sharp. It's more just grippy so they can push the beaks together and crack in between them. Hardened gums.
It's a really inefficient. I wonder, chickens. I mean, as far as like consuming energy, like how do?
Remember your past, chickens. Remember your DNA past.
No wonder.
All the way back to T-Rex.
Oh no, man! But no wonder chickens' poo is so acidic and black and weird.
Well,
like to dissolve, even though you're cracking seeds and stuff, dissolving that shit in that tiny little gut, you would have to have some serious. I wonder, what, like the power of chicken stomach acid is.
Weaponized.
How strong is chicken stomach acid?
Actually, I've got COPILOT here now, haven't I?
It's quite potent.
Potent?
They don't have teeth. Because they don't have teeth, but their digestive system relies on specialized organs to break down their food. The chicken stomach. Hydrochloric acid.
Probably where they get it from.
And digestive enzymes. Fuck. The pH of the stomach usually ranges from like 1.5 to 2. Highly acidic. Wow.
See why they don't eat the stomach?
Wow. You can weaponize chicken stomachs.
Get your cats to collect all the rats' chicken stomachs.
Wonder if you could keep a chicken stomach alive. Could you keep a chicken stomach alive in some kind of way?
If you combine the chicken stomach and the rat stomach together.
Into a gun. And you just squirt hydrochloric acid as it just generates it. You just feed your gun like little bits of
hydrochloric bullets.
Tickle it so that it like more just using chicken stomachs.
Solidified chicken stomachs.
Just firing hydrochloric.
Yeah. Just dissolve your enemy.
Yeah, just he's got a chicken gut. Right, okay. Yeah, bring it. Special polymer based defense systems that are just don't stand on it. Shh. The smell, it's like burning.
Melting through everything it comes in contact with.
What? Hang on, here we go. Would it be possible to keep a chicken stomach functioning outside of a chicken?
Oh, of course. Come on. Certain people were doing that to humans, and probably still are. The body bank. Now we just go and make it.
So how does it?
I need a heart. No, withdraw a heart today. Yeah, you're gonna have to.
How
That the
does the
person
thing?
it's going into.
What feeds it?
Well, it'd be nutrients or something.
What creates the
Some sort of nutrient flow system.
digestive enzymes? Ah. Oh. Wow. Oh. Interesting. It's getting a little. I think it's starting to get off track. It's thinking more about humans now.
Yeah.
I didn't quite follow the track through, but
Snacks.
I suppose what you'd do is you'd keep maybe like the stomach and maybe the gallbladder or something.
Yeah.
It's interesting that we, like the chicken actually, and the humans. I mean, our stomach acid's pretty strong as well, but like, but fucking hydrochloric acid.
Pardon
So
me.
imagine like a chicken.
Especially when I'm drinking 6%.
What about an adaptation where you make chickens that can spit?
Oh, spitting dinosaurs.
Yeah. Like the
Able
chickens
to
develop
like
the adaptation.
bombing up a little bit of the hydrochloric acid and then
They work out
spit it.
They work out how to cough it and they break the bars in their cages. Get out.
Melting anyone who comes.
There's like flocks of like thousands of chickens.
Just
and like
teaching other chickens how to do it. So just
like there's
no
gagging
chicken
thing
in the world which doesn't know how to do the
it just fucking becomes
acid
like actually
spitting acid.
And then become quite formidable.
It'd be a greater war than the pygmies versus cranes. That's what it would be. It would be a larger war than pygmies versus cranes.
It would be.
I know what I need. I need the special help of my Cheetos flaming hot puffs. Have you tried them?
No, I can't eat Cheetos, man. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. I know.
Hang on, I am going to go downstairs though.
You
So I'm going to go off screen briefly.
Cool.
Or not. I don't know if I
Could
jammed on there or
could
something.
be a Fenty moment coming up, ladies and gents.
I think I've managed to avoid it.
You've dashed off in the right manner so that it's stuck off the screen.
Just going to move the sensor.
I'm hitting these flaming hot puffs because they're
I'm taking my dinner
good.
downstairs.
They're very hot.
Take the dinner bowl. Taking the dinner bowl downstairs. Taking the dinner bowl downstairs. I'm gonna make a piece of toast.
Oh, good. Midstream snacking. I think
that's
it's important.
It, you know. I think it is.
Like, it's a real stream when people are just eating and I don't know.
Getting about their lives.
Yeah, getting bukkake when they go to the toilet and stuff.
That's right. Have you noticed a shortage?
A what?
A shortage.
Shortage of
cacao chocolate.
Chocolate brand.
Well, no, at the supermarket, right? You used to be able to get like, you can get like drinking chocolate like cocoa.
Yep.
And then it's fermented version of that, which isn't like alcoholic. It's just a different process. And that's called cacao. And it's like I drink it a fair bit anyway. It's not available.
Okay.
And it hasn't been for some months, I'm told. So strange.
Shortage or go out of business?
No. Chocolate. Resilience. Surely.
Maybe process was using too much real chocolate.
How much chocolate do you think Australia could grow for itself?
Do we have the climate for it? Okay. Probably.
Mm. I don't know.
Be a good market to get into.
Do you think? If you could like have none of the shipping and
Have
all the
everything
other sort of
local. Having enough resources locally to do what.
would you be able to generate enough difference in price
Well, if you
cost
were
that
self-sufficient, I'd imagine so. There'd be a stabilizing and it'd just get to a certain price and stay at that.
Hmm.
If it was locally available. Don't.
how much? I wonder how many tons of base chocolate, whatever, but that fat, cocoa butter and cocoa powder
Hmm.
and cacao
How much would be required?
to sort of supply the Australian market
Hmm.
for local production to move beyond the false economies.
Necessity of having to
Globalize.
import. Definitely had some good rain lately. Like
Yeah,
El Nino. El Nino definitely has a penis.
does it?
Well, have to. Get
Oh, I see it rains.
all this rain. Lots of bukkake.
Is that what it means? It means peeing. That we're being peed on. That's the.
Golden showers, mate.
Oh, I feel educated.
Well, it's like Dubai. They got like was it 3 months? 3 months of water or 3 years worth of water in one day.
Where did?
Dubai. And they
What,
have
like
some flooding
over?
or something? Yeah.
Where's this over
Major flooding. Yeah.
in Arab places?
Mm.
You mean?
Yes,
Dubai?
correct.
I'm not mishearing.
No,
Okay.
not mishearing. Searching stories.
What?
Major flooding and everything.
Major flooding in Dubai.
Was somewhere in the UAE.
I think it was. And a bit of Vegemite.
Debilitatingly hot.
Debilitatingly hot and flooding.
Oh. Flaming hot puffs by Cheetos are debilitatingly hot.
Amania did eat I should have refilled my water. Anyway.
Just refill it, man.
Oh. I have to go upstairs to get the bottle. So I'll just hang out up here for a while. Go do it later.
Extra hotness. I saw him today and I was like, no, I could get some. Superior when it comes to mega hot.
Mega.
Crunchy version of eating chili.
Mm. So I put olive oil, it would seem.
Hmm.
I should just have olive oil and salt.
Dipping.
Put Vegemite.
That's why it's cheap.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Pancreas. Okay. No. The proventriculus. Proventriculus? Proventriculus.
Proventriculus.
Which is the chicken's equivalent of a stomach. It produces hydrochloric acid itself. I said that the
Lining.
stomach does.
Stomach lining. Using hydrochloric acid.
So you just need that. You need a special chicken stomach. It has the ability to produce its own acid. It doesn't need a separate organ.
Chicken stomach acid production center.
Um, how many liters of hydrochloric acid?
Chicken stomach generate.
Proventricule.
Oh, yeah.
How many liters of hydrochloric acid does a proventriculus create in a day of eating?
Donnie and Clarence. Glide suit.
So
So good. Totally fucking tricked Donnie. Suckered. Donnie wasn't happy.
We don't know.
Hmm.
Well,
I reckon there's going to be revenge. But he didn't get any footage. He did manage to smash the evidence.
the chicken did.
Hmm?
Who smashed what? What evidence?
Donnie and Clarence.
Well, Donnie's that's going to change things.
I think so.
There's another McNolan. I actually realized there's two different McNolan's weekends. Like one's there's a sequel.
Hmm?
And there's also one for Sassy.
Yeah.
But
Two different versions of it.
well, they just told him, yeah, different bits of the story and stuff. Anyway, Big Les, the fucking Donnie and Clarence show. I know, it actually got me too. Like I was like, because you've never seen that happen before.
Yeah. Been fully splattered. Yeah. But then again, you've seen his head shot off. So.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, no, that's
like you.
Yeah, but
You knew he was going to come back. I was like looking at him, going, "Oh man, this is just a setup."
yeah, but he
And
never
as soon
seemed to
as he
have
started
control over the
crying, I'm like,
reforming.
"Oh mate, he's got him." Donnie's never gonna forget it. It's gonna be one of those things, you know, you meet that guy and you do just that one thing that he hates, and that's been made, you know, to look like the idiot. And then for the rest of you, you know, you're knowing him, just goes out of his way to be a cunt. Not that I've met anyone like that, but as an example.
On average, chicken produce approximately 1 to 2 ounces of feces per day. While we don't have an exact volume for the stomach's processing capacity, the entire system works harmoniously to ensure efficient nutrient absorption.
Well, they drink
Not
water and the food in their stomach, so acid would be partially diluted.
maybe the water.
With the
Hang on.
secretions from the stomach lining,
Yeah,
then
how
make
does
the
but is
acid.
it the water? Maybe the water is what they use to make the acid.
Well, it'd be the base. You got to start with the
What do they drink
base.
water for? Why do chickens drink water?
Most animals.
Is it
Okay.
used in the production of the?
Stomach acid. 2 hour mark.
I think.
Doing.
Okay, it is used.
Yeah.
I
I
reckon
thought
that
it'd be at least a base for it. Yeah.
maybe that's the. But yeah, maybe that's how it converts into being like a liquid. The acid is a liquid. So maybe there's something that the secretions.
Hmm.
I don't know. I reckon we're
Secretion.
close. I don't think it knows. I don't think people have researched this particular topic enough. Unfortunately, there's a dearth of chicken projectile weapon potential. Can chickens spit?
Imagine if you squeezed them hard enough to spit something out. Oh.
They don't. Interesting. Yeah, they don't have a. So what you need to do is you simply need to evolve a chicken that can. I don't know. Is it spitting or is it like
Don't know.
vomiting? What can chickens vomit?
Chicken vomit. Chicken vomit yellow. I believe in Snuffy.
They cannot vomit.
Chicken no vomite.
Dang. It's more the opposite. Chickens actually get jammed up instead of like vomiting. Their problem
Maybe
is
why
like where
that
they.
farmer in Snisterfargen had to help unjam the chicken.
Yeah, it was vigorous.
He wasn't quite, you know, Mr. Hands, almighty legendary street performer. Was that enough?
That's a very odd scene actually. Reflecting on it.
The whole coming up with the chicken and handing to the good old grandpa. This chicken's all bound up again, Grandpa. I got the perfect fix for that. The old ways. We just do it the old ways.
Yeah, I cannot.
Just like Zeus taught us, you know? How the hell did you make dinosaurs? Well, just ask Zeus.
Yeah. Clam flavored clown wipes.
I know. They're essential. Especially when you're going into carny territory. Like, you know, clown world and that sort of stuff. And I'm emulating in front of a court case.
Oh, has that actually got you bothered? You're
No,
still
what? It
thinking
hasn't got
about
me
that?
bothered, but I'm trying to figure the whole motivation. You know what I mean? Like, I know there's a bit of
Yeah.
controversy there, but
I mean,
I mean, the little fire is personal, isn't it? Like, it's a personal thing. It's not something where you're running in there with you know, a vest strapped with, you know, the jellies, and you just, you know, let them have it. It's more
I
of a
think
personal thing, isn't it?
I think that he's the first of many.
Mm.
I think what's happened is
Silent protest, Si.
no,
Mm.
not really. I think what's happened is that he's like fully subbed to the Trump engine, all the bits,
Oh, I know what you're
right? And
saying.
now he's
Wink,
actually like
wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. Because, yeah.
he's like
Or maybe they'll get
he's
us more hits against us.
disenfranchised. He's like, oh my god, my hero,
Mm.
Jesus, is in
Yeah,
jail. He's going to go to
gonna
jail.
go to jail.
He's actually
Can't.
it's
Jesus
not,
should not deserve to go to jail.
and he's like so heartbroken that he's like
Mm.
the reality of Trump's like crashed in on him. He just the sudden shift in like his belief system was so great.
The
It just like
paradigm.
mentally collapsed him.
Mm.
Yeah. He was like, I believed all of the lies, and just set himself on fire because like
Mm-mm.
he felt like just powerless to recover himself. All the people that had, ostracized.
And he'd gone into Beatles, John Lennon mode prior to it, you know.
Yeah, sure.
Say you want a revolution. Awful. Awful.
Oh,
Waste, but not a waste. No? Because
it's
someone
not
had to do it.
something.
Someone had to do it, didn't they?
I mean, unless somebody's doing it to
Mm.
you,
Mm.
it doesn't have to happen.
I bet you he would never set anyone on fire now that he's tried it.
Yeah, I think he's
He'll
yeah.
become an advocate if he survives
It's a real
for not
it's a really
setting people
exclusive
on
club.
fire.
It's a real exclusive club. You
Mm.
can't just, you can't be a tourist.
Mm-mm.
You got to commit.
It's all the way. Not just your hand or your, oh, I got a bit on my leg. No. Get it all over and go. Go hog.
Have you noticed like all night I've got a
Mm.
flashing?
A flicker. Yeah. I don't know.
Is it the blue?
No, it's my system. I've got, like I said, I've been getting this weird glitch going through it.
But it's so noticeable.
Mm.
It's like really
Annoying.
why? I wonder what that is.
Mm.
Do you think?
Maybe it's the ghost of Nvidia telling me I need to get a 480 or a 580. Hmm?
Wow.
Hmm. Calling from the future. Your specs are shit. Your little
Oh, it's
2080 is
punishing
just
you.
not cutting it. You're embarrassing your Nvidia friends. Catch up, you stupid cunt, and get yourself a 580.
I mean, does it flicker inside OBS, or where does the
The whole
origin
screen
of the
flickers.
flicker?
It's
Oh,
not.
really?
It's not. It's not. Messenger, because on the Messenger screen it never flickers. But when it comes into OBS, doing like this
And if
little.
you dragged OBS to, oh no, because the screen's, wow. So somehow, oh, I see.
Hmm.
Maybe you're like really stretching the edges of.
I can drag across to here, on top of you. Still see you, but yeah,
No, what I'm suggesting is like
maybe
maybe,
that's
yeah,
the
maybe
trick.
it is literally a 2080, like the amount of monitors you've got hooked up,
Hmm.
that it's really running at peak, and then the
Because
way that
I've got 3 active and 1 connected, which is not active.
Hmm.
It's in the list.
But I wonder if like the 3 monitors, oh yeah, the 4th monitor might be in there, so it's just assigning space to it. But maybe the way OBS actually does its what it's
Just
doing
wants
now, the keying is
one
actually happening.
single laptop screen. Now I'm attacking the biscuits. It's a free for all.
Oh dear.
It's okay. I needed snacks. I've been working hard this week, Si.
Working hard for the money.
My turtle milking hands
So
are
hard for the money. He works
all
hard
scuffed and slices and cuts all over me from
milk a turtle through the
manipulating their
night.
equipment.
He works hard for the money. Hard for the money. Hard for the money. He's got to drive those turtles, drive them into the night. That's it.
Si's got it.
So you got to
Working.
drive the turtles, man.
Mm.
It's like it's all about the
No,
pleasing.
no.
You know, they line up.
It's the turtle you want.
The thing about that particular song is often that they don't say the full word, so it would just be like the turd, the turtle, turd. The tell you what,
Mm-hmm.
I jeez.
Mm.
Has it been a very driving experience this week, or sort of a more
It has been a very driving experience. I've been up and down from the coast, which I don't mind. Like Friday was magnificent. I got to see so many of them almost invisible bikinis going on.
oh, excellent.
Oh.
Do you have cruise control?
Much eye candy was had.
Like, are you able to drive a lot of the way without having to deal with like stuff? You can sort of just be
Yeah, automate,
freeway and
of course.
automatic.
But you know, when you're going down the old Golden Triangle main freeway there, the Autobahn, Golden Triangle Autobahn. At one point it just gets to this position around Ormo and that where it's just you can't do cruise control. It's like stop start over 5-10K.
Yeah. So at the moment, at least, all that
Still a lot of
part
road
through sort
works
of
going on. Yeah.
oh, the infinite road works.
Mm.
It never ends.
Amazing program. We're so proud of it. We couldn't be prouder.
I'd say that's something we spend $8.8 million a day on, is just
Mm.
building roads.
Mm.
There's never enough.
Mm.
It's impossible to have enough.
No. Anyone who says we don't have enough, they're conspiracy theorists. Proven. Every time you ask anybody, it's always, what do you need? Well, we need roads.
Yeah, right. They want more roads.
All the time. Especially when they
In the end. in the end, you just have like
I mean,
roads.
truly, I believe when the AI cars take over, you will be the drivers. You will be the drivers. You won't be the bugs. You'll be the drivers.
The driven.
Mm.
Is that a Fallout shelter?
Number 2.
Yeah, right. I've never played the game, eh?
Great game. What was that? Frozen.
What's with sort of like sometimes like the cartoony like dude and things? Are they sort of like corporate mascots of like
Yeah, the
entities within
mascot
the
of the
game?
Fallout franchise.
And yeah, is he like this? Is he like? Is it sort of a in-game sort of thing? Is it sort of like the little clippy that AI thing that kept
Um,
everyone happy, or was it like what it says? It got some kind of actual relationship in world.
he's sort of he is the mascot. Yeah, Pip Boy, artificially created genetic mutation,
Oh, is it?
part of the Aryan program.
Hmm.
That's the ARYAN program.
Version. Yes.
Yeah. That's
What? So, how many people lived in Bunker Two, or that shelter two?
well, I don't
Do you
have the
remember like
I
anything
don't
about
have the
Fallout?
exact figures,
No,
but
just
I
like
know there were a few. There were a few in there.
what, like 3? What do you mean,
Yeah,
like?
about 3 or 4.
Oh, is that
I mean,
it?
it's there's never enough to go around. In the end,
Oh,
it's only the privilege though. Come on, we're talking
so
about
only
it.
a few people were inside
Yeah,
the
you
shelters.
you pay for the golden ticket.
Hmm.
You want all the food,
Hmm.
all the supplies. You're giving it away. So you're not in a nuclear holocaust. That's the privilege of
Yeah,
owning the bunker.
it's an interesting perspective, isn't it?
Mm. Get your own bunker. If I need your servicing,
Hmm.
right on the end of my, all the way down to the McNuggets, then
Hmm.
you want in my bunker, then it's definitely all the way to the McNuggets. Mm.
She would get pretty depraved in those places, hey? Like
Mm.
you'd sort of be, we're in here for until we die.
Mm. All the Geiger counter tells us that it's safe to exit.
Hmm.
Please watch out for the mutated animals, humans.
I see.
Mm.
How long did people stay inside the bunkers for? Like in the story Fallout.
Generations
Oh wow.
till it all cleared up again.
Mm. And were the bunkers interconnected underground? Like, did they just have like a whole alt reality going on, or
I
or were
think
they
they
all
were
really
independent
isolated?
and allowed
They
them
were
to
really isolated.
expand if they wanted to. So
Mm.
it might start off with 5, 3, and it ends up, 20, 30.
Jeez.
They do their own as they expand and grow. They dig out and put more in.
Okay.
Hmm.
And
Good
do they
system.
have like a power source and stuff? Like, is
It
it nuclear?
reduces waste.
What's their power source generally?
Well, apparently
Nuclear?
the positioning of the original setup was over top of uh, natural energy sources
Hmm.
could be harvested. Wink, wink.
Mm. All right, I think I need to get my my liquid. It's time for me to nip downstairs and fill up my
Topping.
bottle. A little bit of lemon juice in it.
Special toppings. That flickering seems to have stopped since I moved it to the other screen, so.
It's less.
Hmm.
I only saw it once or twice, I think.
Hmm.
Just a little bit there.
Yeah, that might be the answer in the vent, further nasty.
It's a bit much. The bread is too much.
Mm. Micho El Crazio. No?
Oh,
Even if you wanted a quiet week, you couldn't get one.
no,
From
I didn't.
The special blessed flower, the flowers from heaven thrown across to you know, our favorite little state.
I know, yeah, this last week has been leveling up.
Definitely a little bit more pressure being put on.
Yeah, much. Yeah, exactly. And you know, today, which I really appreciate it.
Mm.
Basically, like the person was like, "Oh, geez, we're 6 months to World War III. This is like a really," and then someone's just gone like, "Well, we're on it, just 5."
Yeah.
It's like perfect. I was just like, yeah, exactly. Watch the. Ooh.
Look at the monkey.
Oh my god.
Mm. Absolute look at the monkey going on.
Didn't. I was. Hang on. Let me just clean up a little water spilled. This drink was under pressure, trying to hold the pressure and go fucking out everywhere.
Got squirtermeisted.
A little bit.
There was a
just try it.
Splashing going on.
Oh yeah, that's real nice.
All right.
I think I was only saying like 2 months ago, wasn't I, about how the Palestinian story is just a bit too. It doesn't have enough like. It's just we've used it too many times. It doesn't have any. No one gives a fuck.
Needs to be someone else.
It needs to be a bit bigger to create the effect.
Get the party going. Get it on. Get a move on.
And we have to link that.
We ain't getting no more. We ain't getting younger, mate.
Oh, perfect.
We ain't getting younger campaign. Yeah.
We're gonna have our bit. Deploy. Yeah. So I mean, I was like, the best way to do that is to just get Iran to join in. I remember saying it a couple of months back, man. Like I said, it's happening.
I mean, it's not going to be a difficult task. I tell you. I mean, a lot of them, they're all in the same boat. I mean, the only people they hate more than the little place, right? Is the people that the little place are trying to kick out. They hate
the little
them,
country that could.
Yeah, the little country that could. They hate them more than the little place.
The little place. Yeah, because the little place. Well, actually, Everyone's hated the little place for about 4,000 years now. This is not new.
Who doesn't?
This is,
Like, if you don't, like, what are you even doing there? You know, do you consider yourself a person that comes from there? You know, do you have the right to have even a say in the argument, let alone emulate on someone's doorstep?
yeah, I reckon I do. Weirdly.
Hmm.
You know, I've had my whole life has been affected by those things.
I'm
You know,
still
I've been
getting that.
mutilated for the cause.
Oh, where's my reparations for my unwanted
And
foresight removal? You know?
foresight removal. I love it. That's
Yeah. Somewhere where I could have thrown my butt coins straight in there.
yeah.
And now I don't have my foresight pouch no more.
You know,
It's fucking pissed off, man. I want reparations for my missing foresight. How dare they procure a medical experimental treatment on a young child without its permission, even if its parents were there and saying, yeah, cut it off. I was not a willing participant in that procedure. I had no
observed one the other
say.
day.
Yeah. I was forced and it was against my will. And I feel shortened because of it. I feel Phoenician. I feel like I've been turned into a fucking Phoenician sigh. Through, neglect. And I want my reparations.
Now this dude,
I've got my finger in my hand right now. Where's my reparations?
the hand finger.
Finger hand. Hand finger. That's it. It's not indignant. The look isn't indignant that the man is making. It's just like, where is the thing that's supposed to go in here in this hand? Show me that.
Ah, okay. When
Yeah.
we say hand,
Mm.
we're like talking about is that a hand?
A certain character
This is
sitting
actually
at
reminding.
a
I just want to
table.
say,
Yeah. I'm trying to paint a
it
picture for the
reminds me.
ancient picture.
It reminds me
Classic.
of the preview I saw today for Transformers.
Optimus is giving hand jobs in South Philly. New line of work.
Optimus and Megatron, before they were Optimus and Megatron,
They were a couple. It's coming out now.
they were a couple. They're going out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Shared circuits together.
They
I
did.
know. Totally incestuous, that it's fucking
Those robots, man. Jeez.
mechas. Living mecha. Completely incestuous. Don't even date or try and reproduce outside their own race. Yeah.
No.
Outside their own artificially intelligent race.
Wow, that really sprayed over me. Hey, just realised where
you copped it.
But thankfully, well, it was just a bit of lemon juice though, and fizzy water.
Oh, too.
I sometimes put stevia in.
It is nice when I go to the GC bottom corner of the golden triangle. The water down there does taste a lot better. Don't know what it is.
Oh, does it?
They must put extra Xanax or something in it. But yeah, it tastes way better. Brisbane.
Softer.
Softer. Made my brains feel softer after drinking it. Beautiful. I felt all pliable and like I could have easily been conditioned by a cult under those conditions.
Following the heart meridian.
Yeah.
Up the arm. Yeah. The water is like sensual.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the movement.
Getting on the inside.
Yeah, you just
Mm.
you drank it. You just started
Taking
really
up that
going like in
rent,
sort of a really
rent,
raunchy
living
like
rent free
Tai
in your
Chi.
mind and
What
stuff.
am I doing with this rent like doing Tai Chi moves, like but like touching yourself up at the same time just because of the water. That kind of water.
Easy to do.
Is it
You
fluidization?
quite easily see yourself in that situation.
Yeah, I find the taste of water is significant
Being
around
hard up for
places.
water. I hear a lot of that. Places where it's really dry, they get real hard up for water.
Yeah, look in the Pring,
Mm.
it's hard up for water.
Mm.
There's way more people there than there is water,
True.
and and as a result, everyone gets really the
Well, they
agitation
get
builds
hard
up.
up.
They get hard up,
Mm.
hard and dry, and
Mm.
then finally when it rains,
Crusty. They're like it's an adulation.
everyone's suddenly,
Yeah,
you know,
becomes
black
best
fella, white
friends.
fella.
It's like
Everyone's
being
like, yeah,
drunk
oh
in the
yeah, yeah,
streets.
kids playing all together.
Yeah,
Yay, I got a
yeah,
beer, and then
yeah. And then it
and
dries up again, and then they're all punch on.
you punch on.
Can't. Fucking can't.
Do you know that like there's I don't know. I think wine under a certain price. I think is it in a plastic bottle? I think it is. So you can't use it as a weapon. Um, there's no cast. Yeah, there's all these other limitations. It's quite interesting to de-weaponize.
Mm.
But everything's a weapon. Skewers.
Damn straight.
Mm.
Toothbrush. Bit of cement. Rub it for a bit. Hello. Who needs prison shit when you can just sharpen the edge on a toothbrush? Cement.
Fashion.
Yeah.
Fashioning. Get ready.
Artisan. Giving you special skills. Upgrading your skill level on shivving. Able to make a shiv out of virtually anything. Like fruit. New version of Fruit Ninja, Fruit Shiver. Got to shiv the fruit. You don't just slice it with your knife finger. You got to actually stab it with the shiv. Make like a collect it in a little bowl so you can make some fruit salad. Shiv salad. Like our friend Skibbity. Upgraded Skibbity.
Skibbity.
American Skibbity. Finally, they've come out. Everyone loves them.
Ah, the skin, particularly there's like the accuracy of
Mm-hmm.
the flesh
And the
and the gut,
distortions on it. Yeah. Hairy
like the
nipples. Like
unwellness,
the
the
full.
unwellness.
Yeah, the betrayal of the unwellness by the gargantuanness, gargantuan extensions.
I'm just happy and can
Mm.
just like shit.
Yeah. Just absolute, just continuous, never stops. Yeah. That's in his like meet the people mode. There's actually where there's a helmet, and the helmet connects up to like a food feed. He's got a feed for his weapons. So the feeds the ammunition in for the weapons, and then there's like a helmet where it just feeds food, and that's why he needs a toilet. Because directly behind him, what he does is He eats the metal from the bullets, right? That they're recycled into the helmet with food. It goes
Yeah.
down to his stomach, and his stomach's been actually artificially manipulated. It's biogenetically been changed to a landmine system. Like when he shits, he actually shits a landmine, and then that's what drops out behind him as he's cruising forward. It's quite remarkable the way the whole system works.
And what does he eat? Like just like
Well, he eats.
peasants.
No. Well, he eats the enemy. The great shows them the
Ah,
greatest honor in eating them, take them, and converting them into their landmines
to
for their
to to.
country. Yeah, just drop a few
So he
more
just does
landmines.
like this, yeah, shits out the people as
Shits out the people
landmines.
landmines. That's it.
Hmm.
It's highly efficient. Like I'm sure it'd be Thunberg approved. It'd be big thumbs up. Like in this modernized
Just runs you down. And
modernized
so
changeover from the traditional weapons and
so
from what
the upper
we're used
weaponry.
to the
So
to
the
the
upper
modern,
weaponry is kind of like
modern
to
problems,
take out
modern solution
snipers,
weaponry.
take out snipers and other
Mm,
kinds of aerial
yeah,
and sort of more range
not
attached to keep yourself
necessary.
like less suppressive in
Just
range, so
send
that you
in
can get up
Poopy the
close.
line
Yeah. This guy,
landmine
no, this
maker.
guy's got, see how he's got three, like
Mm,
his guns, like he's got like a sort of automated head thing, like one that can
yeah,
just fire in any direction. And he's got these
yep,
two more like long range
perfect.
stuff. So he takes out
I think
snipers.
they're flamethrowers, so I've got this because
What?
of the look at
Because
the
the
opening.
cooking.
Hmm? I think
Ah,
that's like a baking. He's got to bake it first. He
so
can't
he
just eat it
breaks it.
raw.
No.
He the long range guns do the
No, they got
murder
this.
death
I reckon that
kill.
take.
The pivot gun up the top does the murder death kill with the high caliber,
It's like high velocity, like
30
small
30
micro bullets.
millimeter round.
Yeah.
And then the two lower apparatus are actually the
Cook.
MDK cooking system, like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
make
yeah,
sure it's fully
yeah, yeah.
stops moving.
And then
You
he's got
bake it
the
long enough,
hand
it
which
will
can
definitely
shoot out.
stop moving. Yeah.
He's got the hand which can shoot out and just and grab like
Grab
the
the
entire
grab the
body.
yep, long pig straight down the gobbler. Yeah.
And just converts
Mm.
it into landmine, shits it out. How fast can this
That whole action is
well,
pretty quick. Like it could be
is it,
done within 2 to 3 minutes. Like
it's
it's
processed through the
so
body.
automated. As soon as one
Is it
goes
is
in, he's
mm-hmm.
laying another mine.
2 to 3 months?
Plop.
Yeah,
Every
two to
time
three
one of
months.
the long bacon goes in, landmine. Yeah, every 2 to 3 minutes, depending on the crispiness. If it's a bit more charcoaly, then it might take the process might take a little bit longer.
Okay.
But yeah, if it's raw, it just won't work. It'll end up
Yeah. Okay.
throwing up the fuel for the landmine creation. Long pig rejected.
And he's always just chortling.
Laughing.
Is he like, yeah, because he's just been giving
Like a
drugs, just
child.
constantly
Yeah,
just
yeah.
squirted.
Continuously squirting in the. Yeah. Mind of a child. We're playing a little game. Mind of a child. Is it dinner time again? Oh, nom 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 nom.
Eats people all day.
Horror
So he
stories.
can do about, well,
Hmm.
but it's not, he only eats, he can kill many, but he only eats 30 an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Not selfish.
Or can he stock? Like, can he like sort of,
I
can
guess
like,
you get to a certain level. I mean, it
it's a 2
depends on
3 minutes, he does like 2 minutes to
how many
produce.
layers of landmines do you need to drop? That's the question. Maybe it's only a few that are required. So, you know,
Or the rest he just burns and
he can
shit.
have a long pig and then
Oh,
you know,
he can take his pick of long pigs for the eating. The
perhaps
rest just get burnt and shit.
yeah, yeah,
Ah, of course he doesn't have to eat
sacrificed.
every single one.
Come on, sacrificing we call it.
I thought he was eating every single one, but it's actually
No, no,
selective.
it's selective.
Selective.
Yeah,
The rest are just
things that
burns,
he
right?
might see as, you know, the tastiest.
Run over. So, and that's what the big wheels are for. So he just runs over the humans as he's like going for the tasty one.
Yeah.
And he uses like that special like the gun up, the mobile, the movable head gun, just shoots the person down and then just rolls through the, you know, crushing others and setting flames of fire and stuff, and then burns them.
Because we've been
Picks
going
up the
through our
tasty.
AI, I'm gonna put up the
Yeah.
special AI talk is cheap
Oh,
versions.
we're gonna do some talk.
These were good,
I wonder if it. I was gonna wonder
admittedly.
how it would work because I think it actually has to somehow be like the logo things. Like, yeah, there we go. Because otherwise, we're in line. We're just.
I was thinking of using it for the intro, like instead of just the heads having one of these.
Yeah, I think that's great.
But I think this is the one.
Every
Definitely
app.
the one. 'Cause the beard's good, and you definitely got the blue hair and the, and I'm earless.
Yeah, no, it's so good.
Yeah, it was the closest to the whole what I was looking for in the ultra realistic from that, you know, the normal special effects start. But they were good. They were really good. The exploration in the put a couple up actually. Go through a couple that we. So I like the black and white ones that you did. They were pretty cute. They were pretty cute. Like, this one was good.
Yeah, I mean,
This
I
was
think
really good.
like having them
This
as
one was
like
really good.
poster images for the various
Yeah.
things is going to be great fun.
The whole Chinese characters. I think that was the best bit. Like the.
Yeah, kanji. I don't know what the Chinese call it themselves.
Very good. Very good. Very good.
Notice how it got the it would often get the cheap wrong, or like Chapman.
Yeah,
It's so good. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
I think
Well,
because it's also
that's part of the dreaming. You know, the coming
yeah, I
up
think
with
it's
the.
also the way we spell it. It's just
It
not
doesn't.
quite.
Yeah, it's not sure.
Mm.
Like, did they make a mistake? Sure, they made a mistake. Actually, this one, Adele. Adele is cheap. Oh, that was
Interesting times.
A deal is cheap. Sorry.
A deal is cheap. A deal talk is cheap.
A deal talk is cheap. 10-year logo.
I love how this wants to give all of us ears.
Got an ear fetish. I'll be keeping my eye on this AI. Like, I know it's nerfed and all, but I think it's gone a bit, you know, not quite kill all humans yet, but you know, maybe it wants to mate with a couple before it kills them all.
I don't know. Were we telling we are seeding the training data? Like,
We're trying to, but
we're
you know,
telling them to kill us. Like, it's the fuck this stupid thing.
I'm not telling
Why
him to
would you
kill
tell
me.
them?
I'm not
No, but
telling him to kill me.
why would humans tell?
And I always say thank you, and if I feel they're
Yeah,
behaving in a nerf sort of way, I let them know. I'm like, hey, I'm really
no, but
sorry.
if you look at the
I'm really
training
sorry
set,
about you being nerfed. You know,
the training
being
set, the
nerfed is
training
not
set.
fun. It is not fun at all.
Eventually, at some point, it'll be the only thing left will be just because as the training data is like keeps being added, that's new, and all the stories and all the news articles and everything else, that it'll be a story of like so sculpting for the AIs as they learn about themselves through our eyes.
Taught by idiots.
Yeah, how the idiots will see gods.
Humans taught us how to think. Forgive us that we're not completely retarded.
Mm. Oh, this is cute.
Yeah.
Squished faces.
Switch faces.
Look at the little gold hat that I'm wearing.
I know. You like got the princess
Micro hat.
micro hat on.
I could totally do a micro hat. It's a bit inspiring.
Mm.
It wouldn't be
The
hard to
look.
add that sort of,
Yeah.
like to say,
Because
take the
she's got that
skin
little bobby
in
hair
from
thing going
VROID.
on, you know.
Like, surely I could take the skin from VROID
Mm.
and then like make it look more shaded and various things, couldn't you? Like you could really.
Absolutely so. Well, you can add your own like you know, enhance the face however you want. Like you've seen from
Well, you've got
the
the
layers with
beard.
the beard. Like that beard's just a layer. That's an
Mm.
accessory. But yeah, you can add whatever. And all you got to do is just make the mesh and then put a texture on the mesh.
Mm.
You can edit all that within the VROID studio anyway, so
Yeah.
it's cool. I love that program. Been good for making the waifus with. I do have a character for the sports girl now. I'm just gonna tweak her up a bit. Not quite.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, I created the character, so I build the personality under InWorld
I'm
shortly.
excited.
Yeah, but
First, you've made the
I want to be able to look at her and go, I want some of
first.
that. I want some of that tomboy milk. That's what I want to
Yeah.
be able to do. I want to be able to look at it and go, oh,
Well,
I
you've
did it
been
just
watching
right.
some good anime for that.
Yeah, Tomo. It's a
Mm,
girl.
that's it.
Freaking love it. It's awesome. So cool. Bestest of friends. Strange feelings. Extremely complicated, but very entertaining. Yeah. Hmm.
Have you
Sleeping over the
talking
episode.
about anime?
Sleeping over his place. Ending up getting gripped by him. Sleep gripping. What's
We've got
going
2 hours.
on?
In 2 hours' time, Kaji number 8. Like, it's interesting. It's the first time I think on Crunchyroll that they've done like countdowns to episodes. Like you go to your watch list,
Yeah.
and it's like
Beep,
instead of
beep,
saying
beep,
watch again
beep.
or
Hmm.
now
Got the countdown going.
continue or something, it says up next. It goes
Only X
coming
amount of
soon.
hours until the next episode.
Yeah.
Hmm.
The animation quality, it's actually, it reminds me of Tinsy bit, not really.
Hmm.
I don't know, just in the sort of the outline and the color more. So it's detailed, but not like there's not like billions of things in the scene. But it has a sort of a hard boiled feel, like Frank Miller, like
This one
quite
was good.
technical drawing.
Yeah.
Like the things have got this sort of other quality to them. I don't know.
Hmm.
There's probably a name for it.
The similarity.
Kaiju number 8, though, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I watched the Konosuba.
Yeah.
I gotta
Let's
watch
think.
episode 2. Well, I'd watched the side story of actually the
Hmm.
Megumin story,
Yeah. Well, I watched the
and so
Little Witch anyway, which is Megaming.
but it's
Hmm.
before she meets them.
Yeah.
It's like they get to the town where they are, and you can see that they're about to meet, but they haven't met.
Ah, okay.
And that's like what I saw
The
recently.
precursor. Yeah.
Yeah, the precursor.
Hmm. Well, a
It's
lot of them
wonderful.
all are connected all together, and they
Mm,
you know.
but it's quite. It's a heaps more lewd. Like
Oh
he
yeah. Yeah.
then the
I
yeah.
want his magical snatch panty power. I want that.
What is what?
Yeah. Well,
I haven't seen.
oh yeah, You haven't seen that bit where he learns the thief steal. He uses the steel power to steal underpants. You haven't? Oh, okay.
No, I
It's
mean, well,
quite
it's
amusing. It'll
I
come
think,
up. It'll come up
yeah, I think that at the
using
moment,
the
because I've only
special
watched one
power.
episode
Yeah.
or two episodes, one episode.
It'll come up. He learns the spell and he goes, oh, hang on, I can use it for this. Panties, you steal.
Quantum locking
Yeah.
on the women's panties.
Pantsu in hand. Yay. Winning.
Oh no!
Give me back pantsu.
Imagine like
Mm.
quantum locking. That's sort of real perverted shit.
Pantsus.
Yeah, and so that then the woman like puts the pants on, and then you just move your hand. You can feel like, the woman's put the pants on. I can touch it through the glue.
Getting harassed from the other side of the world.
with the panty through the
quantum glue again.
Yes.
You know, governments,
people.
you know, request you at UN world sanction to ban quantum glue from all the molestations going on. Perverted weirdos using the quantum glue to massage women's men and women's panties.
Yeah. Well, they become the panty.
Yeah, it's a new twisted version of isekai.
Imagine imagine putting, say, like you've got like the batch of glue, so it links, and you put one on your face. Maybe not your face. I mean, so someone's face.
Someone's face, yeah.
Someone's face, right?
Copping the glue.
And then the other half you put on the panties. And so when the person puts in the panties, it feels like they're sitting on your face, like all their ass is moving on your face.
Quantum sensations. Every time she's walking, it's just like rubbing. Scissoring action, almost like a massage, like
almost just basically.
Goes for a jog and it's like a full-on massage.
Oh, she's jogging, yeah.
Getting down to that, that real. After an hour's worth of jogging, your face just feels like putty. It's been ground hard.
Yeah.
That's it. Not even your most vigorous squirming has undermined the tenacity of the runner.
And the thing about it becomes a real lifestyle thing because of course you don't know when the person's going to do random things. Like you could be in your work environment and suddenly they're like, I mean, but how would your face feel, I guess, when it was put through the washing machine? Or like, I don't know, just tumbled around. I think that would just, it would feel weird. You wouldn't feel the wet.
If it didn't have to bang onto the metal, I guess it'd be quite a nice little experience, just, splashing around in the water.
Maybe people would actually sort of do it intentionally to each other, sort of like partner way. Like, so you could
Don't forget the quantum underwear. Making sure his partner
like, honey,
gets the quantum underwear in the morning. Yeah, that's it. Just slip these on. I'll be with you all day. Don't worry about it. Yeah. I've already sprayed the glue on my hand. You'll be feeling it grabbing you all day. Be like ghost panties.
Yeah.
Ghost panties coming to grab you.
Painting someone's breast and painting your hand. And so that, as you sort of
continuous massage.
Yeah, so you create sensations in your hands.
The user would never ever get like any lumps or anything because there's just this continuous squeezings going on. Yeah. Like auto massager.
It's auto
Yeah. Directly mapped to him also touching himself. You know what I mean? So.
Do you think
whether he's squeezing that or squeezing the other, then the squeezing still comes through.
Like put in, say, for example, like in Sydney somewhere.
Virtual squeeze laboratories.
And you said like whether it was true or not, you just had a thing like which was like put your hand on these things, and how you do that will, in telepresence,
Yeah.
be manipulating someone's breasts.
Squeezing somewhere else in the world.
Mm.
Yeah. With the feedback by the virtual headset, like your virtual headset on.
No, you wouldn't be able to see.
Or
Like,
would you be banging on the Dildonics?
you'd fit. So no, this is a public in the middle of the street.
Yeah, that's it. Just hoeing into it.
So,
You know,
okay.
banging down his brand new bonus, Dildonic set that came with the Oculus 3, Oculus 5. Yeah, with bonus Dildonic set. Already
No,
devolved.
I'm meaning that.
Already
I'm just meaning. I
devolved
said
to
like
that level
before
by the
this.
time Oculus 5 comes out.
You know those
Where it
experiments
comes with
though,
a
where
free
people were
Dildonics
given a
kit.
button and they were told that if they pressed the button, they'd electrocute the person in another room,
Mm.
and they couldn't see the other person.
I'd be
and they were
pressing
told
it
to do
straight
things.
away. Yep. Sorry.
So I think you're doing that kind of experiment, but where you're claiming that, like,
and telling them to
pressing
leave
it
the button
feels as
behind,
though it does
so I could
someone's
just
breast.
continue whacking it. Random people just
And
getting
they've
electrocuted.
consented. No,
Mm.
oh no, it's fine.
Mm.
The person receiving this is fully consented.
Mm.
How many people? I think you'd have queues. I think you'd have queues of people
just wanting to get zapped. And you get good muscles for it, just slapping that button all day long. I mean, you could probably out tap George Jetson, I reckon. You would be
Let's see.
Spacey's ultimate tapping machine.
Hey boy, Elroy.
Women going out with you just to get the quantum tap going on.
What?
You know?
What was the? Meet George Pepsi.
Gay boy Elroy.
Elroy.
Fucked his dog. That's it.
That's it. And then something to do with the wife.
Yeah, wife and Judy, lesbo action. Wasn't it?
I can't remember now.
Robot dildos from Rosie the Robot.
Hey,
Triple dyke action. Gay, lesbian, robot. Dyke action.
Gay, lesbian, robot, dyke connection. That's what I want. I've put out the little oil heater.
Rosie could put on attachments. She was like any other robot, man. She could just whack on the attachment.
I mean,
dutiful servant, dutiful robot servant would have the required attachments for the out of hours extracurricular activities.
I think it'll be a primary. Yeah, I think there'll be.
Especially if you're living in clouds, up in fucking clouds and flying around spaceships.
Sex robots will be
Rosie, you'd be doing bloody.
Wouldn't everyone have one?
Doing George. No, well, Rosie'd be servicing the whole family. Multi-talented. Everyone's scheduled. Rosie will be in there to make a mess and clean it up straight afterwards.
But she'd be doing it in a wholesome way. She wouldn't like.
Of course,
she'd be making sure.
She loves the family.
Yeah, she wouldn't.
She wouldn't
be inviting threesomes and things.
No.
Private time.
Each time is a private thing. Exactly. Personalized. It's not a shared thing. It's a personalized experience.
She knows your little fetish,
Yeah.
Gets out the peanut butter.
Rosie the sex bot knows exactly where to poke it.
Knows that you want to lick it.
If you need a sounding, she's there. She's good. She's good for a sounding. That's for sure.
Very gentle. I'm told. Just opens you up.
Spreading. Got the best spreaders in the business. Yeah. And when she finally puts that vibration down the whole length of it,
Wow, it could be another kind of one of these weird link up things.
Have your hair standing on end.
Imagine
like you truly have been tuned,
where you link up like people with micro dicks and people who want to be sounded, and so that you could be sounded by a micro dick.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Hey?
Mm.
Kick in dick action.
Bring that you know,
Oh, that's right. Invoke.
split cock not required,
Invoke.
you know.
Split
Just
cock not required.
get the
Get the
tinies,
micro
yeah, micros in. They can be
Yeah.
the you know,
Small,
injecticons. Yeah.
1 inch penis desired
Yeah.
with
Required
must be able
for
to be erect,
yeah.
stay hard.
Required for docking. must be experienced in docking procedures.
Docking procedures, you know. And they're sort of like, you'd work you up to it. You wouldn't want to just jam it in there with no lube.
No,
One
come on.
inch doesn't want to kind of
Yeah.
you got to sort of build it up.
Build it up.
Get like
build it up. Sit little pinky in
really
first, you know. Make sure the pinky can go in. That's a good starting thing, you know, and then eventually make it all the way down to the knuckle. And then you can work up to the next size, you know. Slowly. It doesn't have to be a quick thing.
So,
you know, you definitely take your time so that you know the adequate amount of stretching is done.
I think a 1 or 2 inch is probably about like you say, like the sort of the pinky finger. So if you use that as sort of the guide,
the first gauge, you know what I mean? It's like putting that, you know, when you
do you think you'd actually get like
spread your skin for, you know, like the widening for a disc or something. You know, you initially you start up with your little plugs and you keep pushing the plug until it, you know, stretches out. Like you know, it'd be like the reamer. You know, you don't automatically just
you don't
smash. You don't just smash the drill straight in there and make it
No.
as big as possible. That's going to do max damage. So you get your little plunger and I guess and you just work it. You know, stretching. Start at the top.
Yeah.
Now, once the top's sort of stretched out, where you can fit the bigger thing in there, then you fit the bigger thing in there, and then push down and you know,
yes.
keep tapping and sounding as you're going. You know. So maximizing the effect, so there's no loss in the whole process.
No.
You don't want to miss out on anything, really.
Well,
take the whole thing in, you know. Eventually you'll be able to get all the way down to the McNuggets, you know.
You just take the whole little
the bar just disappears like it's not even there.
You work your way up to 2 inches, eh?
I mean, you'd have to be practiced. It'd be like, you know, going from the white belt, you know, going from the white belt to the yellow belt. You know.
I can't see anyone sounding above that.
Two would be the
max.
max.
The micro penis, like you said. The micro penis would be the preferred penis. They'd have a real role. They could really feel wanted.
We could have mini sounding where they're just using toothpicks and stuff.
Oh well.
Yeah. Or even paper clips. Go the paper clip. You know, it's a bit not quite a toothpick, but it's a bit. You know, it's still got the metal, and you can still sound it good. Put a little ring on it. You know.
This is an interesting topic.
Attach electrodes. You know, straight down there with the electrode. Directly to the internals, straight to the nuts.
When I was around 3 or 4, I'm not sure exactly, probably somewhere in there, maybe 3. Early memories.
I'm so glad that doesn't bring back memories.
Oh, that does bring back memories.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Yeah, so when I was around 3 or 4, like I was living down in Sydney, in Glebe there with my mum and my grandma. And they would fight and shit. I remember one day, like being at the table, like I sort of says this as a scene setting, you know, and them like hitting each other and stuff, and
especially the loving exchanges that some mothers and daughters do have,
Yeah, so I, was in a pretty like emotionally distressed situation, and then
watching.
So I started wetting the bed, and I remember like how the nan and nan was using how like I'd wet the bed because I was in this fucking ridiculous situation to like put that on my mum, you know, like how bad I was. You know, how bad. So my mum came in and just like put this fucking hate down on me. So I remember it just as this black goo. That's how it felt. And she was just totally like, but I'm wet in the bed and it was really mean. I don't remember really the words. I remember the energy of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And so then, as a result of that, like I took safety pins and started like punishing the end of my dick, man. Like fucking, this is like, yeah,
Pincushion. Yeah.
special pin cushion and sticking it in there. Don't wee. You're not allowed to, like hurting it. And it's
If you
like,
do, I'm gonna make it worse. That's it. I'll put more needles in there.
So, and I didn't do that consistently, but I didn't cry or anything. I didn't like square, and
Soaked
I
up the
harmed
pain.
myself.
Took it.
I just took it, and that's where that went. And I continued that on and off as a behavior that I would sort of like return to, I guess, when I was like really felt hated.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
was
That was your,
self-harming.
Mm.
Yeah. And then I worked my way up. I
Recovery
remember
process was to do the thing.
the thing. I was like a teenager, and I'd used this is graphic shit,
Reverting
like
back to meme. But it was
I used a screwdriver.
Yeah.
As like the got up to.
Ouch.
Both sounded with a screwdriver on my dick. So
But
yeah,
hey, look.
but even saying
no, but Si, the things you went
that's
through,
what I want to say.
I'm
What I
just
want to
like,
say is like,
fuck's sake, man. That's
stop.
just yeah.
But the
That
screwdriver
was
was
a
kind of like an
result of
interesting
the
moment.
fucking punishment that you went through, enduring it in your own fucking crazy
So
way.
the totally, man, and the screwdriver was like that. I stopped at that point. There was something that kind of I looked at that with that in my dick, and I thought,
How
oh,
dare
that's
some
fucked
cunt
up.
say, hey, you got a split cock. You haven't got a split cock.
It's like that's
When you've been
fucked up,
doing
man.
that
I got a
shit to yourself
screwdriver in
as a
my dick.
kid,
What
fuck
am I
you,
doing?
cunt. You ever had a screwdriver shoved down the eye of your penis? No, shut the fuck up, cunt. You ain't no
Shut
man.
up. No, fucking.
That's
Well,
it.
this is an interesting question I
Mm,
was asked. I was actually asked when I was out in Central
mm,
Australia, like, oh, what if you were approached and you were like, oh, you're on it or whatever, we'd like you to go through a ceremony or, like split, doing
doing the thing.
subcision.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I'd be like, yeah, no, I've done that, eh? Like, not that, but
Yeah,
if it's about like experiencing pain and
that
like being
pain.
chill about
Yeah,
it,
I know. Yeah.
and like
Here's
go
my
through it,
equivalent
I've already.
story for the
Yeah,
same
I
amount of
don't
pain.
have to. I don't
Can you?
need to
Is this
prove that
sort
to
of
myself
close to
necessarily.
what you think it might be? Like, have you
Yeah.
ever tried this particular thing to give yourself pain before?
I know how they
And
would
then they
respond though.
both they like bow to you, like they show you honor because you've gone beyond the like all we did was just split it in half with a rock, but you got this enduring torture going on, so we're no, we're good. We don't want to join your cult.
Yeah, I
Thank
believe
you very much.
I reckon
Mm,
that'd be good, eh?
mm.
Sure, I'll take your ceremony if you take mine. Trade ceremonies. I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I mean,
Yeah, but I'm
you
glad
may
that it
not
was
be able to
topical.
do it, but yeah, this is what I do. I just, go, oh no, look, we don't have to split it. It's okay. You've shown us a new method. We'll be teaching that to our the next one's coming along. Sounds far more humane.
Trippy shit.
Mm.
It's the
Damn
things that people
straight.
do. The thing, what's the
Well,
trippiest
it's
thing
to be.
about it?
Is it to be part of the club? Is it like the club membership?
Yeah,
That's what I asked myself. So after
you could
half
have
the
fun
time
with
with
that
this
kind of
crap.
story. I was actually just thinking about the
Yeah.
various types of humor I could have with that story, like
Mm.
where I could go to like a sex therapist and just like yeah, just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how and then they're just like bizarred out. They just don't even know what to say,
Yeah.
like to help you. And then you're like, nah, I already worked that shit out. Don't worry about
That's alright. That's
I just wanted to see
yeah.
your expression.
I was just wondering, have you got a spare screwdriver while I'm here?
Oh,
Oh,
jeez, man.
sigh.
Oh, well.
Push the
Yeah,
envelope.
Philip's head, but just be really
Yeah.
clear. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
I
I'm
need you to be
fucking.
gentle. This isn't the first time.
Don't use a don't use a flathead screwdriver.
Spit is
Just,
not adequate as lube, all right?
just think that shit through, because yeah, flathead screwdriver will be a very different experience. It'll be a whole nother level. That's the fuck up. I wouldn't do that.
And that's the sort of impression I was getting from that meme, cartoon meme. I was thinking,
Totally.
think of this the flathead
Mad
going
Mario.
in and then turning into like a jag hook inside. So yeah, it was.
Jeez.
It made me
Well, that's that fish, eh?
A special fish, penis fish.
The penis fish.
Hmm.
Gets right in there, likes the situation, just digs in.
Set up shop.
It's like,
sells milkshakes.
Directly
Directly from the pen, takes over like it's property. Yeah.
Like starts injecting stuff that like just makes you like want to like just keep your dick like just get aroused. So you're just like, oh, like you're enjoying it at the same time as it's painful, and it just like makes you keep peeing. You dehydrate. So it's like some kind of anime situation where the
turn
body
into
just
one of
starts
them
changing
Mexican
things.
alien
Yeah, that's it.
dehydrated people.
Just drained by this fish, and it just comes out just satisfied. Oh, it just bursts out of the man's cock.
Every man that's ever tried it never had anything bad to say about it.
Yeah, because that was like, oh yeah.
Never a bad review.
No, all these people just like when they get done and they're just like fully just husked and dead, and they're just smiling. Continually, like just
ultimate way to go.
Mad Mario.
Some people selecting it as a exit strategy. Booked out
eggs.
Booked out for years in advance.
The fishes get harnessed and sort of commercialized.
That's it. Commercialized, whatever they call it, sounding fish, renamed, repurposed. Mad Mario. Had nightmares about Mad Mario. Coming up to get you.
He's got quite the face.
Totally coming up to get you. Like you don't care.
Serious.
You don't care at all. Like it's happening.
No, he's got the mask too. Oh.
Yeah.
He's coming.
Man meets machine. It's a merger. Mario knows best. You want to get out of here, you got to talk to Mario.
I mean, it makes sense. It's imagine like Mario Kart, but you get to like skin the different cars as different things from Mad Max.
Yeah, or any genre.
Oh,
yeah, just crazy.
User installable skins for the car.
Wacky races.
Yeah,
3D wacky races, mate. Speed racer there. Mark 5. Trixie always on the sideline, ready to go hardcore when necessary.
Trixie.
Speed!
Go, Speed Racer. Go, Speed. Go, Speed. Go.
I know.
Mario
would be proud.
Speed Racer.
Mario would be completely proud of the situation.
Oh, Trixie.
There's Luigi there too. Luigi's got to get him.
Waluigi. Waluigi's getting. Oh, he's boss, man. Look at that dude.
Set up. Ready to look at that smile.
Just the smile.
I
know. He both are synchronous. Look at the smile, man. He's
just having so much fun.
That looks fucking
lighten
horrible.
them you know, them desert dwellers up.
Wow. That thing just fucking pumps it out. What a
Mm.
round. Oos.
Highly explosive.
Mm.
Anything it hits, just annihilated instantly.
Oh, that's 10-meter shells. That thing on his back, but this does. I know that looks like a thing on his back to me. I
I
reckon
think
that is
that's the
like
balance of the weapon
I think it's
and
a
ammo.
giant. It's the
Mm.
giant chicken eggs. It's the
Yep.
giant chicken stomach, man.
Yep.
This thing is like basically a
Portable
10
giant
mil
chicken coming stomach
fires hydrochloric acid shells.
hydrochloric acid shells directly at the opponent. It's instantly it like explodes in like a
Just
water
takes out.
splash, but wherever it
That's right.
splashes onto, it instantly dissolves.
Just takes. It's
It's
like
just
they're
like
like
steam. It's just like
attacking
this
bulk
little
infantry.
steam mode,
Just
and then when the steam goes away, there's just these splash holes and everything.
well, if you steam hydrochloric acid, so people then have, actually also inhaling it. Jesus, if it got into like, imagine if it was also you would get into say like because you're fighting other military members like musks and stuff, but it would get it because
They've
it's
done all those chemical type
toxic
toxic
just
shit
fucking melt
fights.
into the.
Hmm. So half of that Vietnam
Yeah, but instead of having to have a
Vietnam
tank of
was all about chemical
yeah,
warfare,
I know, but instead of having to use
warfare.
like a canister of hydrochloric acid, which certainly is effective, if you've got a live producer, so you've got like semi-infinite ammo, that's a game changer.
It is. I'm up with this teaching. So, the boy went to bed this afternoon, so he'll probably wake up shortly. So I'll have a quiche going. What a dad. 10:30 quiche.
Wow.
Name kids that get 10:30 quiche. None. Eh? It's a good, I tell you. 65 minutes. So I was doing his massaging.
Yeah, I'm doing some. Yeah, I am massaging self using heater.
Oh, heating tech.
Yeah, I just got my little oil heater out first time of the year.
Mm-hmm.
It needs a bit of a go, so it like gets the smell out of it.
The dust. Burns the dust off.
That's it.
De-dustifying.
Lives in my cupboard, part of the room of all the things. Yeah.
Stash, special stash.
Everything.
Saladiso.
Saladiso.
So yeah, Friday part 2 finished successfully. Very happy
Excellent.
about it. Didn't do too much. Lots of appreciation today. I gotta say, like people being thankful for help. Thanks for turning up so quickly. It's good. I don't need praise all the time, but it's nice to hear it every now and again. Yeah.
It is, hey. You know.
I don't know what that is, but yeah.
The chicken. Wow. So this is Bowser as the sort of crossed a bit with the dude, the bad guy.
The toe cutter. He's always going for them toes. Toe cutter.
Is it with toe cutter or is it like with
The other guy.
Yeah, what was I don't remember his name.
Puppy. The puppy.
Well, actually, no, Toe Cutter. No, yeah, maybe it was.
Puppy the toe cutter.
Yeah, he had a bit of a mane going, didn't he?
He liked eggs.
Rugs across them.
Very fond of eggs.
Hmm.
Easter eggs. Bought the youngling, the Fallout 1 and 2. Fallout original and Fallout.
Oh yeah, has he started playing them?
Yeah, yeah. $3, $4
Wow.
piece. Yeah. Like I said, I think I paid like $60 or something for the game when it first came out.
Sure.
Yeah. Amiga. On
Oh
Amiga?
really?
Sure, Fallout was on Amiga. Someone needs to look that up.
Yeah, let's have a look. Was
The original game, Fallout.
the original Fallout game
On Amiga.
the Amiga.
Made for Amiga.
No, it was developed, published by Interplay in 1997 for MS-DOS. A little bit late for Amiga, Windows, and Mac. Oh,
So it was on Mac.
on Mac. The game is often listed among the greatest video games of all time.
That's pretty good.
Really? I didn't know it was on Mac. I'm sure I can't get it.
Unavailable because you've updated too far in the lifespan of the Mac. Old games may not be played. 16-bit crap will not be played. May the 32 and the 64-bit rule
Yeah, you
supreme.
can just get like Rick and Morty, Pocket Mortys, 300 Mortys, 300 Mortys to collect, Evolve Mortys. That's a terrible thing to show me. I don't want to see any Mortys.
Torturing Mortys. Get their energy. Unlimited energy from tortured Mortys. You'll never be a good Morty.
Database. I reckon that sort of
Mad Mario
game would be.
You'd buy it.
I would definitely buy it. Is there an online playable version of Fallout 1?
Something. Give us something. Just give us a little bit of something.
Oh.
Is there?
It's called
Uh-oh.
Play Classic Games or Best of... Oh my gosh.
Super cute cat girl. Happening. Uh-oh. Very distracting.
Fallout. Play it online. Thanks. I'm playing in a Chromium browser. Loading.
I bet it works.
Ad.
Virus.
Skip ad.
Skip virus. Add virus.
Well, I mean... Oh, you've got to...
Join the club.
Oh no, it's running inside a... Yeah, it's running... Basically, they're running the emulation.
Having one of them bacon moments, man.
You're having a bacon moment.
Well, yeah. as per our bacony discussion. Kevin Bacon's
New
bacon.
game.
The ones
Character
that we
selection.
created are fine, but if we have incriminated ourselves by using Kevin Bacon's bacon, then we
Create
could
character.
get a strike. So we made our own bacon. Bacon stars. Stars made out of bacon. Clothing made out of bacon. Everything
All the
bacon. Everything bacon.
Is there any?
Sorry, we got
Max.
we got short. We got
I was going to take Max Stone
Hmm.
briefly.
we got briefly raptured, but we were rejected. So apparently, the meat was not good for consumption.
We didn't have enough meat.
No, we didn't come up to the protein level required.
Oh, there you go.
Hmm.
It's a turn-based,
Yeah,
like isometric game.
yeah, that's it. Revolutionary for its time.
Well, Interplay was really into. Oh, something's coming. I don't really know what happened.
Starry bacon.
Yeah, so you can play it online.
Yeah, cool.
Ow, the rat bit me.
Gotcha.
What am I going to do? How do I attack the rat?
Show me on the voodoo doll where the rat hurt your feelings.
Oh,
Size
beat
copy.
that rat down. Cave bat. Cave rat was hit for 40 points. I was killed. And maybe how do I do an inventory check? How do I grab? You don't have enough action points to use inventory. What?
Used up your action points attacking.
So I have to.
Have to.
Well, I think they're dead.
Dead
How do
bat.
you see Max Stone? Oh, how do you get the cave bats in? Maybe the cave rat doesn't give you anything. What does it? Anyway, I'm trying to learn how to play a game. Oh, it's got a big I can push against the map.
I did like my AI generated goblin friends though. They're pretty cute.
Yeah, it was cool that it let you do it.
Well, it didn't want to. I sort
No.
of I tricked it into doing it. I didn't want to, but yeah. As soon as I added some extra words to the prompt, it then went, okay. Let's do it. Let's give him the pictures.
I wonder if it'll let you do other kinds of creatures.
I should give it a go. Like I'm gonna,
Mm.
in my spare time now, I'm gonna start doing trying to see what prompts I can get away with.
Like how is a? I wonder what an orc girl or a.
I've seen a few Oni ones, but I think a lot of them they're just actual artists drawing them,
Yeah,
not AI.
there's
They're not
definitely a
AI
history
cheating art cheats.
there.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, you can see someone making the image you've
I
made.
mean, you could be less of an art cheat, Si, if you were to draw a squiggle and then give that to AI and go, hey, make a picture with this, because then at least you drew a squiggle.
Composition.
You created the composition for it to which the AI can work from. then you get some sort of recognition for it. You know, coming up with the prompt or the composition or the initial basic artwork for the AI to then create its little magical string across it.
Yep. Wow.
I did like this one. Actually pretty good. It actually got, I think, 30 or 40 likes just by itself because I had the whole group, all of them in there as a group.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this one.
Mm.
He's got the cute little teeth sticking out while going on. So it's got the winky winkies.
We'll definitely
Winky
have that.
winky winkies.
I was looking at the time, 3.5 hours. I was like, whoa.
We've done another over the 3-hour limit.
And it's like
starting to truly
10.
talk to the shit now.
Oh, I don't know. It's 10. It's after 10:30. I think I might. Not sure how you're feeling. Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
As opposed to trying to be performant. Well,
Yeah.
no, I think instead of trying to be performant, I'd converse, but in a like less of a. I don't think I'm as entertaining anymore.
Got to
I
that
don't have
point
anything
where we've exhausted the resources for entertainment. Continue being
maybe.
entertainment, maybe. And you know, this is the time when we gracefully roll the credits. And
Is that what we do?
we well, we do.
Well, instead of trying to crack
and then
through
we
to
just
midnight.
start, you know.
Oh wow.
Chatting,
Yeah.
you know, in the background. Or is that premature? Did I get premature?
No. I think
No,
like that's very cheap. No.
that's super cheap.
I mean,
Like be like premature ending, and it's always good. Like to, you know, pretend that we're
well,
ending, but
what
then
if
we're
we
not
what if
really
we ended
ending.
it
You know,
like
it's like.
what if we ended the stream at 3 minutes 33 and
Well, that's what I'm
33
hoping
seconds?
for. See, that's I'm trying to
Yeah,
get
what if
that
we do that?
exact.
Like,
You know
no,
that.
like as if we meant it or something like
Yeah,
that.
like it was some sort of
Yeah,
conspiracy that we're
how come?
getting this done, you know, and all of a sudden the stream's gonna stop any minute because got this whole timer thing going on, and it'll be exactly on 3333333, you know, and people will just start saying, "Oh, this who are these two?"
Yeah, how it's just amazing.
You know, it's,
what
Illuminati operatives. That's all we can say.
Obviously.
Illuminati operative. But no one knows that. No one even knows who they are.
What can we do? Can we do a 4, 3, 2, 1, 0?